And we live. What's up, world? This your boy D Knows Ball. Back with a live stream. Be talking about Luka conspiracies. Trade deadline winners, losers, really mainly losers, because I thought some teams could have got way better and they didn't. Um, but I will be just going over a few things with y'all, you know what I'm talking about? So I will be doing that. Um, I'm gonna wait for some few people to get in here. We gonna get in here, and yeah, we finna do the game like that. And then we finna do some things like this, and we're finna go to my scene too. Go to my and here we are. We finna get into some things. I did want to start with this though. We got Luka conspiracies. I did want to watch this and react to this. Let's see what this had going on.
It's December 27th, 2022, and the Dallas Mavericks are down 2 points to the New York Knicks. There's 4 seconds left on the clock, and the star of the Mavericks, Luka Doncic, steps up for a free throw. If he makes this shot, his team will get 1 point, the clock will run out, and they will lose. But if he misses the shot on purpose,
nothing shocks me about this game.
And that drew rim. It's still loose. Luka got it back. He did it. An improbable comeback by Dallas to tie it with 1 second left. It is a miracle. It's overtime. Stranger things have happened. You ain't gonna do no post game anytime soon, brother.
look at his face.
Oh, that look by Luka.
They went on to win that incredibly clutch overtime, and Luka got a stat line of 60, 21, 10. Absurd. And other basketball stars responded. Kevin Garnett said, "It's going to be another statue in Dallas. Luka is like that."
Ooh,
Referencing,
man,
of course,
hurt,
the iconic
bro.
Dirk Nowitzki statue in front of the Mavs Stadium. And it's not the first time that reference has been made. Luka was drafted by the Mavs in 2018. And even then, they said he's going to be the next Dirk. He's going to be a cornerstone of the franchise.
Yo, what's up with it, RC, man?
Flash forward to 2024.
I'm trying to get.
and
I was supposed to do this
investment in
last
2018
night.
has paid off. In 2024, Luka leads
What
the
you
Mavs
on,
to the
man?
NBA
Did you catch that,
Finals. Man, they only have 1 championship in their
Hey, RC, did you catch that? What game was that? Was that the women's game? Oh, Paige Beckers versus Tennessee. Did you catch that game?
entire franchise history. He got to the finals. Now, they didn't win, but he played amazing. He was the leading scorer of the league, and ESPN ranked him as the #2 overall player of the year. He was the face of the franchise. He was an all-star. He was runner-up MVP voting, headed for future MVP. And then 3 days ago, a weird tweet popped up from famous NBA reporter Shams. Breaking: the Dallas Mavericks are trading Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and 1 first-round pick. The response was confusion. Not shock, not anger, confusion. He must have been hacked. This is def hacked, bro. What the fuck? Even fucking players. Tyrese Halliburton. Shams got hacked. LeBron James, AD, and Luka were all stunned. Players involved in the trade were all stunned. Even Shams himself, the one who broke the trade, thought his own phone was hacked.
I thought my phone was hacked when I got the text messages with.
He thought
I cut that Jimmy press conference off. That man
before
done
he
lost a lot of
posted
my
I was
respect. He
almost
switched
asleep,
teams
so
like
when I
nobody
got a
business.
call,
Nah,
I had to
fat.
check it was April 1st.
He thought it was April Fool's. I mean, he had just bought a brand new home in Dallas-Fort Worth. He was in there for the long haul. He thought he was a lifelong Mav. People realized this wasn't a hack. This wasn't fake. This was a real trade. Even the Jazz, who were part of this 3-way trade to make it done, had no idea what was happening. They didn't know Luka.
Hold on, y'all. Let me fix the chat. There we go.
or AD were part of the deal until an hour before it was completed. But by then, it was too late to do anything about it.
I know you
And
kind of got
once it
upset,
became,
but I didn't see it. I think
clear
because
this was
I was
not a
watching
fake
Iowa
trade, this
versus
was real,
Minnesota.
that's when the firestorm hit. That's when the hate started pouring in fast and furious. The Luka Doncic trade is the dumbest NBA move I've ever seen. Mavericks fans started literally disassociating. It was the first time in my life when I was like, oh, I'm not awake right now. When I read it, I was like, I'm not awake. This isn't real. And then I was like, it was hacked.
Paige Beckers
His
didn't look all that
girlfriend
hot, bro.
immediately went into triage
UConn don't
mode.
look that deep this year.
She was like, it's gonna be okay. Take a beta blocker. The trade was fucking brutal. It was the last vestige of a calmer world. Luka
Nah, that's
got us
real,
through the
RC.
pandemic.
Paige, real life
It's
might
such
not be
a
on Kevin
massive
Clark level.
betrayal. The Mavericks lost 700,000 Instagram followers overnight. Even Duolingo was making fun of them. The fans started to show up literally in protest in front of the stadium.
I've been a Mavs fan my whole entire life since I've been a baby. This is the worst moment in the history of my life. This is ridiculous. This is crazy, man. We went to the NBA Finals. Why are we trading the...
So where's the conspiracy part about this? I'm trying to see where's the conspiracy part about this, bro. Bro just kind of talking in circles. Get to the conspiracy, bro.
best player, the franchise player. How are we trading the franchise player? We went to the NBA Finals. He's supposed to have a statue. Hell yeah. He's supposed to have a statue.
This was
They told us
hilarious.
we were going to get a statue for Luka. That was the plan that the fans had been building toward. It was working. They had just gone to the finals. What the fuck is happening? I bought this t-shirt, by the way. Another ambush in Dallas. This is the one question they had.
I ain't gonna lie. The funeral for Luka is crazy.
The question was why? Why in the hell did the Mavericks blow up all their fan goodwill and everything they've been building towards in this seemingly nonsense trade? There's the official story. I'll tell it to you now. The official story is that AD, who is a great player, was worth it. Their GM thought Anthony Davis will bring the defense they need to win championships. They're now built to win now and in the future.
Bro,
By the
I'm
way,
thinking
AD,
he's gonna
his
really
first day
talk
as a
about some
Maverick.
conspiracy. This don't even look like no conspiracy, nothing, bro. Like, maybe you get to some conspiracy.
Odds makers who have been good at predicting what happens in the NBA have drastically cut the Mavericks' odds of winning and drastically increased the Lakers' odds of winning for this season, not even the future. By the way, Luka's way younger, has more of his prime ahead of him. And then, obviously, the Mavs' first game without Luka, again, they haven't got AD yet, but was a demoralizing crash.
Yeah, the caskets was crazy, RC.
Lifeless disaster. I also watched this video, and this went over the rumors. This is the rumors of what really happened. It wasn't just they wanted AD. It was that the unthinkable had happened. Luka Doncic was secretly fat. That was the tea. In private, he had been skipping his conditioning. He was getting up to 270. He wasn't good enough. He wasn't good as he was before. He's a chunky boy. Basically, they were saying, we're not getting rid of an all-star. We're not getting rid of a future MVP. We're getting rid of James Gordon.
I ain't gonna lie.
They no longer viewed him
I ain't
as
gonna
their
lie,
franchise
RC,
building block.
because I'm probably gonna do something on Page.
Right?
I'll do it right now. Let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. First, let me try to find Page. What's this gonna be? The 2025 WNBA mock draft. So they got Beckers locked at number 1. Let's look into the mock draft. So you got Dallas Wings, Paige Beckers, but look who else they have. So you got Olivia Miles, Sonia Citron. I'm a big Sonia Citron fan. Like at a Notre Dame. So Olivia Miles. I don't know. I would love a backcourt of Dejounte Carrington, because we just got Dejounte Carrington. We still got Arike and Paige Beckers. So how tall is Arike? Because I like Arike, Dejounte, and Paige. That's a hell of a 3. Yeah, this draft might be mid, but at the top, we got the number 1 pick. It should. Oh, Arike 5'8". So Arike 5'8", Paige 6 feet. What's Dejounte Carrington? How tall is Dejounte? Dejanay character. She 5'11". Ooh, I don't like that, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. 5'8", 5'11", and 6 feet. But then we did get Nalissa Smith because we got Nalissa Smith. She used to play at Baylor, so she coming back to Texas. I don't know. Let me go back to this mock draft. So Paige Beckers, right now, I'd rather have Paige Beckers than Olivia Miles. I really like Sonya Citron, but she's a role player. You say, I think Miles and Citron should go back to back because Beckers and Kiki from USC don't look dominant. But Citron, she's more of a role player, and I would like her in Dallas. So it would be Enrique, Dejanay Carrington, and Sonya Citron. I liked it, but it's like Paige, she's gonna be a distributor. I would like Paige being a distributor with the wings with Dejanay and Enrique. Because Dejanay, she would be the defensive anchor in the backcourt. Enrique will be the scorer. Paige will be the scorer / facilitator. I really like Paige and Dallas, but they might be a little too small in the backcourt. So I don't even know who Dominique Manigolin is. Let me see who that is. Man, how did I spell it? Malone. Let's see what she got going on. Carrington got a really solid wingspan. It makes up for the fact that she's only 5'11". So RC, do you think we could play Carrington, Paige, and Enrique all at the same time? Boy, is she dunking? Hold on. Am I tweaking or is this girl dunking? Is she dunking? Dominique Malone? Is she dunking? Okay, that's lay. I mean, is this worthy of a top 3 pick, top 5 pick? Nah, dunking is crazy though. Paige can play some defense too, though. I think Paige can play some defense. If Dejanay and Paige can play defense on 2s and 3s, then we might got action. And I would love that trio. I think that trio of guards, I would love that trio of guards, bro. How we feel? What is this right here? Dominique Malonia. She look kind of mid, bro. Cause then that Luka conspiracy was some bullshit. They got her, yeah, she looked kind of mid. She don't look terrible, but it's like she looks mobile. But they got her as the 4th. Kiki, I like Kiki. Not the biggest Anissa Mora fan. Cheyenne Sellers. What was the? I ain't gonna stunt. Tahina Pow is a dog. I ain't gonna stunt. Tahina Pow is a dog. I like her too. See, this another person I don't know. Cheyenne Sellers, Sanaya Rivers. Hey, Sanaya Rivers low-key got action. Sanaya Rivers low-key got action for NC State. She low-key got action. Georgia Amore. See Sedona Price because we got 2 picks in the top 12. Mm. Uh. Because let's look at the current roster right now. Let's look at the roster right now, and then we could get some. Because look, I like Dejanay Carrington. Maisha Hans Allen, I like what she do in terms of a dirty work player, role player. I like what Maisha Hans Allen bring. Maddie Segrist. I like Nalissa Smith, Enrique. This is really a solid team if they decide to play well together. Yeah, Pow only 5'9", bro. I'm with you, RC. I don't think this is the greatest. This is not the greatest draft, but Dallas, if they hit Page, just think about this. Okay, so you have Page, Dejanay Carrington, you have Tierra McCann, Enrique, Maddie Segrist, and Alyssa Smith. What would be your best 5? So it'll be Page, Enrique, Dejanay Carrington, Maddie Segrist, and I start Alyssa Smith. That's what I would do. I'll just go small. I think Maddie Segrist can start at the 4. RC. I like her at the 4. You have Paige, Enrique. So that's your 1-2. Dejanay Carrington at the 3. Maddie Segrist at the 4. Nalissa Smith at the 5. How that 5 sounded? Over Tierra McCown. I think she mid just because they put her in a mid situation. I don't know if like she wasn't the type of big you play with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark like a rim runner. Like I always compare Caitlin Clark to Luka. She likes rim runners, bro. And Alyssa Smith was like a pick and pop big or a big that you go to in the post. I think Nalissa Smith just didn't want to play. I think Nalissa Smith is a 5, bro. She's a 5. She's an undersized 5 that can shoot. What kind of season did Nalissa Smith have last year? So in 24 she was she didn't shoot good from the 3, but she actually shot better from the field than in previous seasons. If she can get this production from the field that she got last year, but she get this production from 3 that she got in her first year, she got action. And then if her rebounding go back, Nalissa Smith could be. But Natasha Howard went to the Fever. I think Nalissa Smith is very talented. And as a post player, I think she's not a real 4. I think she was too big and slow to be a 4. But I think she'd be the perfect 5. A small ball 5, bro. I think she'd be the perfect small ball 5. Mm-hmm. Okay, I did want to get to. Let's see what's going on League or NBA. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. Let's recap free agency. She got her wish. She on the same team with Dejanay now. Yeah, I think it'll look good. Or you think Jimmy Adiva and he helped Golden State make a run for a championship? I haven't watched the Jimmy yet. I'm gonna watch it right after this video. Let me see what his full recap looking like, and I'm going to see if I'm gonna pause it throughout to just say my thoughts. We'll speed him up though, cause I'm pretty sure he talking slow.
Thank you. We will do a quick recap. We're gonna probably just do it team by team. It's a lot easier because there's certainly a lot of moving parts. I've got a nice plant behind me, as you can see. I am in a windowless office here in the LA studios, and we will do a video. I don't know when we'll do a next video. We'll figure all that out. But I figured I owed the people a video based on what happened on Thursday, and that's what we'll do. We'll just do kind of a whip around as far as and just thoughts. First of all, thank you everyone for your support. Terrific, awesome. The numbers for everyone viewing these is terrific. Let's go with Atlanta first. The Levert, so it's basically we'll tie it into like Atlanta, Cleveland here. Cleveland was in one of the most fascinating situations because I talked to Bob Myers about this on set today, especially when you're leading your conference, you have one of the best records, and you make an in-season trade. Bob didn't do that when he was in Golden State. I put up a stat where there was one trade between 2014 and 18 between Golden State and San Antonio, teams that had won championships. I'm getting like text in. So for Cleveland to go out and do a deal and get DeAndre Hunter, that's a swing, especially when you I'm just getting texts coming in, especially when you are leading your division, you get a play.
How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about DeAndre Hunter for Karis LeVert and George Niang? Is that a big upgrade? I like DeAndre Hunter on Cleveland, but I think if y'all was gonna do something like that, would you rather have DeAndre Hunter or would you rather have Brandon Ingram? Because I feel like you could have got Brandon Ingram for around the same package, right?
Player like DeAndre Hunter, and you trade away Karis LeVert and George Niang. I hope it works out for Cleveland. I think it will because I've seen it where you make an in-season trade, and I saw it with Danny Granger, and I'm just throwing this out. I saw it with Danny Granger and Evan Turner, and Danny Granger never played, but Danny Granger meant a lot to that locker room in Indiana. This is dating back to a lot of people who are on this, and it basically screwed up their season. And DeAndre Hunter is having a really good year. He's got 3 years left on his contract. This in 2+ years. There's some unlikely bonuses. One of them actually is for winning the championship. I think he has to play 70 games. Karis LeVert's on an expiring. And Niang has another year after this year. Cleveland goes under the luxury tax. That was the big thing, the goal when we wrote about the Cavaliers. How do you not take a step back? How do you stay level?
Okay, you say yeah, Cleveland did pick up DeAndre Hunter. I forgot. So you get DeAndre Hunter on a deal where he actually has a couple more years. You got Karis LeVert, who's an expiring. I like the deal. If Hunter is healthy, he feels the much needed 2-way 3-spot swing man that Cleveland desired. Yeah, but is he that much of an upgrade than Karis LeVert? That's the question. But I get it salary wise and contract wise.
Or maybe get better and get under the luxury tax. And that was the goal for certainly for Cleveland here. There are some 3 seconds were involved. We haven't gotten the official memo that I get at night. And there's some pick swaps too that are a little bit confusing because it's basically the Phoenix, I guess we call it the Ishbia rule. It's the swap of a swap. So the Cleveland already owes swaps to Utah. Atlanta owes a swap to San Antonio. We'll figure that all out and then we'll kind of put it all out there. So all in all, basically Cleveland gets under tax. Certainly Atlanta gets off that contract when you look at as far as with Niang really just a year for under contract next year. LeVert's a free agent. Then they go.
Yeah, it says Cleveland is like 5-5 in their last 10 games. Do you think that's why they made the trade? Yeah, they look small against Boston, and they didn't have a Coro, they didn't have Dean Wade, and they just looked too small against Boston, bro. And they need that 3 situation.
Then they go and trade Bogdan Bogdanovic, who has this year, next year, and then there's.
What do you think about the Atlanta moves? Because Atlanta they moved Bogdanovic, they moved Hunter, and they end up getting Terrence Mann back. I think they end up getting Bones Highland back. Terrence Mann, Bones Highland. I don't know about Atlanta, what they doing.
There's a team option. I'm just going off like I don't have my notes, so I'm just kind of memorizing this stuff. I'm not memorized, but it's just kind of embedded. Bogdanovic in 3 seconds go to the Clips. for Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann was allowed to be traded, even though he signed an extension, 3 for 47 in September. I remember it was the day before Towns got traded. I was walking the hills of LA and I got that text from somebody. He was allowed to be traded because it did not violate the 6-month restriction. The 6-month restriction is 120% above the estimated average player salary. So that's why he was able to trade it. And they get Bones Highland. Atlanta does. Mann's got, after this year, 3 more years. As I said, Bogdanovic this year, next year, he's got a team option for that 3rd year. 3 seconds go to the Clips.
Clippers not trash, or see they all
Atlanta
right,
then
bro.
trades Cody Zeller and the Rockets 2028 pick back to the Rockets. And Atlanta takes back cash, probably $110,000, because remember, you always have to send something in a deal. Let's go down here. I'll tell you what, I didn't get to say this on TV. I really like what Charlotte did this trade deadline. You kind of have to know who you are during all this. So basically,
Whoa, did he just say he liked what Charlotte did during the trade deadline? I'm sorry, I did not like nothing Charlotte did during this trade deadline, bro. Like, you already got perimeter players in LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller. You add Dalton Connect. You don't have Nick Richards no more. You don't have Mark Williams no more. What was once a strength at the center position has become a weakness. Because who you got? Musa Diabate and Yusef Nurkic? No.
Trade. We talked about Mark Williams trade as far as what they were able to pick up. And then they trade Cody Martin, Vasily Michik, and a 2nd-round pick to
Clippers behind
Phoenix.
the Lakers for sure.
Phoenix trades Nurkic, who's got this year and next year 18-19. And the least favorable of Phoenix, Washington have 1-8, Orlando and Memphis. That goes to Charlotte.
Who getting Malawatch? The Hornets? Are we sure Malawatch gonna be better than Mark Williams or Nick Richards?
So in a 2-day span, Charlotte gets 2 firsts, a pick swap. Remember, they also had gotten 3 seconds from Phoenix in the prior trade. Really nice work as far as just a pick.
No, I don't think JJ was rocking with Connect.
Because there's a lot to talk about in a minute here when we go through the Suns. Chicago, no.
And he's older.
We talked about Dallas. The Mark Stein had reported this, and it's interesting. Certainly, there's some concerns with Caleb Martin as far as I believe he's got a hip injury, and basically that trade was basically amended that Philadelphia threw in another 2nd-round pick because it looks like he's going to be out 2 to 3 weeks here. We're going to talk about what Philadelphia did in a minute. Detroit kind of
wait, hold on. So the Mavericks traded Quentin Grimes for Caleb Martin, and Caleb Martin is hurt to the point where they had to throw in another 2nd-round pick. That's crazy. Yeah, Mark Williams is actually pretty good, bro. He was on that Duke team with Paolo Banchero. They went to the Final Four with Coach K's last Duke team.
Intertwined with the Butler trade, where basically they send KJ Martin and Josh Richardson to Utah, and they get Dennis Schroeder, which is a kind of sneaky.
Robert Williams is on Portland bench sitting down in street clothes.
They get Schroeder. I would expect him to stay there. We'll talk about the buyout stuff in a minute. Sneaky good, not blowing all your cap space, but you get Schroeder, you get Lindy Waters. Sneaky good kind of trade deadline for Detroit. We've done the Butler stuff already at nauseum. We talked about Zeller to Houston. Indiana was 147,000 below the
bro. Schroeder to Detroit is low key a good move, bro.
They now have the flexibility to go out and sign a player. The Clips we talked about, interesting trade. Kevin Porter Jr. He had a trade bonus in his contract, really unique for a player.
Say, bro, did y'all like the Bogdanovic to the Clippers and they losing Kevin Porter Jr. and they losing Terrence Mann? It's like, I don't know, bro. Bogdanovic ain't been that great this year. He's shooting like in the 30s from the field. I don't know if Bogdanovic is finna be good for the Clippers, and he hasn't been playing. So I don't know. I don't like adding an older injured player to a team and you lost Terrence Mann, Bones Highland, and you lost Kevin Porter Jr. I don't know if Bogdanovic is replacing that. I'm sorry.
I signed the minimum. He goes to Milwaukee. Marjan Beauchamp comes to the Clips. Beauchamp's a free agent.
They did get Beauchamp
talk about
too.
The rule with players who have their options declined in a rookie contract in a minute. Porter Jr.'s got the player option, goes to Milwaukee. Lakes, we talked about. Memphis is interesting. There's this interesting reason. Marcus Smart goes to the Wizards. I always want to say Washington, but then I feel like I got
bro. Marcus Smart going to the Wizards is sad, man. My boy went from competing for championships, defensive player of the year, to absolute basketball purgatory. I think Washington got the worst combination of record management, uniforms, and vibes, bro. Washington is the worst combination of record, uniform, vibes, coaching staff, organization. Washington is terrible, bro.
Malik in the back of my mind making fun of me because of my Jersey accent.
Someone said
Marcus
Max
Smart goes to the
Christie
Wizards.
about to
Okay.
become a 20
Jake
point per
LaRavia
game
goes to
scorer yesterday.
Sacramento.
Boy,
I
Max
apologize to
Christie is
Alex Len and Kobe
a
Jones
shooter
because
who
I had
can't
them
shoot,
traded to
bro.
Memphis. There was a lot
He
going
all
on. They
right,
actually
though.
go to the Wizards. Washington gets the 2025 first from Memphis. But here's the Memphis also gets
Washington front
2
office
seconds.
must just
Here's why
got
it's
good,
interesting
Chris.
with Memphis. They get the Marcus Smart money off. Everything that's coming back is expiring. Jaren Jackson Jr. is on a team-friendly extension. He's going to be a free agent in
He ain't 20
2026.
points per game
He did not
good.
sign an extension this past offseason because you basically, it's 140% off his number. His contract is declining. It's really below the max. What the Grizzlies can do, and they're going to have the flexibility, is they can basically take the Sabonis approach in Sacramento and renegotiate his contract, bump that 23 number up to maybe, let's say 35, and then extend off that. That's something to certainly keep an eye on in Memphis regarding Jaren Jackson Jr. But Miami,
Memphis should have tried to make a play for Brandon
Butler,
Ingram, bro.
Davion Mitchell for PJ Tucker, and they sent a second. Nice. Tucker is about done.
Say, bro, I think the Miami Heat are big winners, bro. Like, I don't know. They added Jimmy Butler wasn't playing, man. PJ Tucker wasn't going to play for them. Like, you got Andrew Wiggins. You added Davion Mitchell. I like what the Miami Heat did on the trade deadline, bro. I'm sorry, did I get too loud? But I like what Miami did, bro.
And I expect Toronto to waive him. It's a nice little get from Miami. Certainly needed another
Miami won the
ball handler.
trade for sure.
Insurance
All Warriors
with,
got was
with
Jimmy.
Terry Rozier.
Bro,
Certainly.
Warriors
Milwaukee
is
gets more
terrible.
flexibility below the second apron. Expect them to be a player as far as players that are bought out. But remember, apron teams like Milwaukee, even though they're below the second but above the first, cannot sign players who are waived, who had a contract of $12.8 million or more. That is not allowed. There are 7 teams who are in that realm. New York, OKC, AJ Mitchell, their two-way player that was converted for Shams 2 for 6. He would not be eligible for the playoffs because players on two ways are not allowed. Philly, interesting day. They basically their second round picks were extremely low. They took Reggie Jackson, the least favorable of OKC, Houston at 5-30, or the Clippers pick in 2026, and basically parlay that.
I got a question. Who do y'all think needed to make a move most? Houston, Orlando, or Denver? Because I thought those 3 teams was the biggest trade deadline losers, bro. Because Orlando, they offense is just absolute garbage. I think Houston, they need a go-to guy. Anthony Edwards killed them last night. I think Denver, I mean, you couldn't go get one of these just scorers off the bench for cheap. Like, I guess, I don't know. I thought those were the 3 biggest losers, bro. Denver, Houston, and Orlando were the 3 biggest losers because y'all are good teams. Y'all just needed some scoring.
Into 4 seconds. Two-way player Jared Butler, get more flexibility under the tax. They've got to fill out their roster. They've got some roster spots. That goes to the Wizards. Smart move by Washington, consolidating. They had 18 seconds before that deal. They're figuring probably that OKC pick is probably going to be in the later part. So that's Philly. They're kind of in a nutshell as far as what they were doing. Remember, one of the pick had to go to Dallas to basically amend the Caleb Martin trade. Phoenix. Okay. Phoenix is an interesting situation because there's a lot of different.
Phoenix is the worst situation in basketball, bro. Phoenix the worst situation in basketball. I'm gonna leave it there. Absolutely terrible front office.
Different ways you can go here. They trade Yusuf Nurkic, who had 2 years left on his contract. They give up the least favorable of Phoenix of their own. Washington, they've won 8. Orlando and Memphis. Probably, I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball in 2026. Let's say it's probably going to be. It could be Memphis. Maybe it's a pick in the 20s. That goes to Charlotte. Charlotte, as I said, has done a nice job. Cody Martin and Vasily Micic come back. They both have, one has a non-guaranteed contract, one has a team option. This is like $120 million deal as far as for the Suns, as far as from a savings standpoint here. smart. It's smart business as far as how you go about doing it. That 2026 probably out of all the firsts is probably one of their more least favorable first they have. The
The
Cleveland one
Suns
is
are
great
just
also,
cooked,
but it's
bro.
smart
The
business. I
Suns
said it on
are
TV.
terrible.
There's a chance they can go under the second apron next year, 25, 26. I would expect there's a lot going on in Phoenix. And I know the Durant situation is going to be front and center when we get into the offseason here. And it's funny. I said on TV 2 days ago, or 3 days
Houston should
ago,
have pulled the
eventually Phoenix
trigger
is going
on
to
Kevin
have to
Durant,
have a
bro.
Kevin
I said it
Durant
once, I said it
conversation.
again. Houston should have pulled
That
the trigger on
conversation
Kevin Durant.
hasn't happened. It's going to happen here as far as figuring out what their future is going to be. Because for me, it's basically how do you basically retool and basically using Kevin Durant there. But that's probably another video that we can do here. So I get it from Phoenix's perspective. Certainly savings, getting off Nurkic, two players that, as I said, have a team and non-guaranteed contract for next year. Sacramento, as part of the Wizards and Memphis trade, pick up Jake LaRavia. So here's the interesting thing with LaRavia. He had his fourth year in his rookie contract declined by Memphis. By rule, if you had that number decline, I think it's like 5.2 million. Don't quote me on it. If you had that declined, that is the most the team you are on when you finish the regular season can sign you for, whether it be Memphis or Sacramento. I don't care if either team, excuse me, I don't care if either team had $300 million in cap space. He can't sign for more than what that option was declined for. It's a rule in the CBA. It's nothing an agent negotiated.
Damn, that's
That
crazy.
is the rule. So it's basically, listen, you could sign into that and then have a kind of a wink, wink that basically that will take care of you down the road. I like LaRavia. I don't know why Memphis declined that option because it does diminish your trade value a little bit, but he goes to SAC. We are almost there, kids. San Antonio gets Patrick Baldwin and cash.
Bro,
Cash will probably pay.
I got one problem with the Sacramento trade deadline. They brought in all offense to an all offense team, man. Because I like Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine, one of my favorite offensive players in the league, bro. But you added him to DeRozan, who can't play no defense. Sabonis, who can't play no defense. Malik Monk, who's all right on defense. But you added him to a core of already offensive-driven guys, man. So Sacramento is not going to be able to stop a nosebleed. Then I think they added Valanciunas. That's crazy.
Pay the rest of his contract. We've talked about Toronto. In the Mitchell trade, they pick up a second in cash. They get cash again. You can only take up to $7.2 million in cash. That is it. So we'll see how much they get. Utah, certainly busy. I mean, they're involved in like all these different trades. They were like the king of the third team, picking up picks, cash, trading Schroeder, get KJ Martin, who's on a non-guaranteed contract, Josh Richardson, who they're waiving. Good job of kind of picking up what you can in this trade market. And then certainly the Washington Wizards, I really like what the Wizards were able to do. Certainly we talked about the Kuzma trade and the Valanciunas trade, picking up first, seconds, picking up another first for 4 seconds.
How has we feeling about the Wizards rebuild? Because you added Marcus Smart, you added Chris Middleton, and you got Bub Carrington over there, Jordan Poole, you got Alex Shaw, you got Keyshawn George. I think they needed them vets, and those are actually good vets. I still think they got Brogdon too. So Washington, I like what they're doing. Now, do they keep Poole? That's the question. Do Washington keep Poole?
They pick up a Memphis first. So basically, in a 24 to 48 hour span, they pick up 2 first-round picks. Well, I guess since this morning and then this afternoon, they pick up 2 first-round picks, which is really, really smart. Hey, listen, we know we know on the court what they are right now. But the last thing you want to be is just feel sorry for yourself. So you pick up draft assets and you keep on building, and hopefully, eventually, this thing starts to come to fruition. Look at Detroit. Look at Portland. There are signs there that you can actually do this. But I really like what the Wizards were able to do. That is it, man. I'm like on fumes. I'm going to Golden State, Lakers. You know when you're on fumes and your face starts to feel like it's burning up, that you got a fever and you really don't. But that is it. We had a really good show. 4 hours is a lot. UD was terrific. It was awesome. You know, him and Shanae up there, you know, certainly Bob Myers. Perk, always a pleasure. Wendy's on fumes right now. Shams is in Bristol.
Okay. Now let's see. They don't have no Bleacher Report teams that blew the trade deadline. Okay, boom. Let's see who fumbled the trade deadline according to Bleacher Report. Bleacher Report 5 teams that blew it at the 2025 trade deadline. Nah, Chris, I didn't see what KD said about Perk. Send it to me so I can put it on screen so I can look because I ain't see it. 5 teams that blew it at the 2025 NBA trade deadline. We may never see another NBA trade deadline like this one. The Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis blockbuster is obvious headliner, but we also saw big names like Jimmy Butler, Fox, Ingram, Levine, Kuzma, Middleton, Smart, Hunter, all change teams. Okay, Atlanta Hawks. Damn, they said the Atlanta Hawks blew the trade deadline. Chris, send me the KD. Send me the KD, dog. Send me the KD. But notable additions: Terrence Mann, Bones Highland, Karis LeVert, 26 first, swap. 28 first, swap. 27 second. Okay, but they lost. So they added basically Terrence Mann, Bones Highland, Karis LeVert, Niang for Hunter, Bogdanovich, Cody Zeller. Bogdanovich wasn't giving you nothing, but losing DeAndre Hunter go hurt, bro. I think losing DeAndre Hunter go hurt. Trey about to get up out of there. Trey not finna leave, bro. Trey can't leave, man. I think they just retooling, man. Cause you gotta think about it. Trey a legit number 1. I think Jalen Johnson finna be a legit number 2. Reese Shea has been actually looking pretty good, bro. Watch this. Let me see what Reese Shea. Let me make sure. So I ain't seem like I'm talking out my head. But I think Reese Shea. What is his last 5 games? Reese Shea been pretty damn good. Reese Shea 17, 17, 30. Reese Shea, he look like he could be a third option. Trade Jalen Johnson, Reese Shea. Then you have Dyson Daniels and Okongwu. That's a solid core, Chris. But they say Atlanta blew it. I think, DeAndre Hunter and Bogdanovich, I don't know. But you didn't get no real picks. You got pick swaps. I don't know how I feel about pick swaps. If the offseason ain't lit, Trey gone. Hell, if the offseason ain't lit, Trey gone. Where he go? Who wants Trey Young? They don't even want him in the All-Star game. They not beat nobody this year. Ooh, trade Orlando would be crazy, Chris. Brooklyn Nets. What are the Brooklyn Nets doing, bro? They should be number 1. Brooklyn Nets have no direction, and they not bad enough to get a number 1 overall pick, fam. They didn't add nobody, and they didn't. But they ended up getting D-Lo, and they lost Dorian Finney-Smith. They should have traded Cam Johnson, bro. I don't know what they was doing. Yeah, I think the Nets the biggest losers. Nets bigger losers than the Hawks to me. Toronto Raptors. Whoa. Say, how y'all feeling about the Toronto Raptors adding Brandon Ingram, bro? I ain't gonna stunt. Bruce Brown was balling for them, but whatever. I think Ingram a good fit because Ingram go try to score. Scotty Barnes go facilitate and score. RJ Barrett a good third guy. You got Grady Dick. You got Quickly. They go at least be a fun team. Trey to the Wolves would go crazy. I've been trying to tell y'all that. I love Trey and Anthony Edwards. Cause Minnesota IQ is so garbage. Minnesota basketball IQ offensively is so garbage. Phoenix Suns, of course, they lost. Phoenix Suns got the dumbest front office. They lost Yusef Nurkic and a first round pick to bring in Cody Martin and a 26 second round pick. Trade to the Wolves, bro. I love that. But they don't want small markets to have multiple stars, bro. They be hating. Oh man. Of course Dallas on this list. I don't even want to look at this shit. I flew. Damn, that's fucked up. Bro said he flew to see Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis. That's crazy. Quentin Grimes for Caleb Martin was disgusting, fam. This shit hurt. Bro. Well, now, if this job open up, bro, I'm going to Dallas with it. I need that. I need Nico job, bro. I'll have us right. I promise I'll have us right. But they said, so Atlanta Hawks, Brooklyn Nets, Toronto Raptors, Phoenix Suns, and the Dallas Mavericks. I thought what's the name lost too. I think the Orlando Magic, the Denver Nuggets, and the Houston Rockets should have got way more. The Caleb trade was for picks. Man, they got an extra pick out of him because they said he's not healthy. He's not healthy, bro. Oh, Chris, you sent me the thing. Let me see. Oh, Carl. Let me see, because I'm finna put it on. They say let me see what they talking about on here. Uh, it's a Kendrick Perkins says he was the real leader of the Thunder. It doesn't mean you the best player if you the leader. When I was with the Thunder, it wasn't KD, it wasn't Russ, it wasn't James. I was the one leading. where Kevin Durant replied? Oh, yeah, and our starting center averaged a whopping 2 and 3 during that series. Oh man. Oh, bro. You played hard though, champ. Damn. That's messed up. It says they got 2 seconds since he was hurt. Then they thought instead of just one. But that's bro, Caleb Martin, it's just like, bro, Dallas out of there, Chris. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, I don't see the reply. All I see was whatever. Oh, not academics. There we go. Say, bro. Look at what look what the Rockets fans are saying, bro. How did I click on it? Nah, that's not it. Nigga, how I get to the other page? Am I tweaking? Oh, there we go. I'm tweaking. I couldn't even see that. But look. I told y'all about the Rockets fans, bro. Had all the assets to make moves, but nah, this happens every time. Hey, but what we know, bro, I think, yeah, I'm tweaking. But I think Houston dropped the ball, bro. Houston dropped the ball, bro. Follow us on Instagram. We do it numbers. But yeah. I think Houston is they just out of luck, bro. Y'all. Because Houston Rockets, what is they third? They third right now. I don't know. Bro, just look at this roster real quick. Jalen Green, Sengun, Amir Thompson, Dylan Brooks, Fred VanVleet, Reed Shepard, Tyree Eason, Jabari Smith, Ken Whitmore, Jay Sean Tate. They need more scoring, bro. They just do. And they had everybody that got moved. Houston could have beat any offer. Houston damn near got as much assets as OKC. We don't talk about it. Why Houston didn't make no move, man? They done lost how many in a row? Look, they done lost. Look, they losing to the Nets. They lost to they're just losing. Oh, what did I just do? There we go. Previous game. So the Rockets won against Atlanta, then they lost. They got this. I just did that shit again, bro. So they lost. Another loss. They lost to the Knicks. They lost to the Knicks. They lost to the Knicks twice, bro. Houston ain't far off. I'll wait till off season free agency. Who's the bro? Why do you need to keep all these assets? Cam Whitmore don't play. Reed Shepard don't play. You the third seed right now, and who's gonna be available? Everybody got traded already. Chris. Everybody's gone. Who can you get now? Now who's available? Vucevic. This loss right here is the one that's telling. They don't fuck them picks. They got everything you need. You got Amin Thompson. You got Tyree Eason. You got all these guys, man. This is where shit got crazy. Look at this fourth quarter numbers. How do I zoom in? Anybody know how to zoom in on MacBook? But whatever. Jalen Green in the fourth quarter, 1 for 3. Amin Thompson, 0 for 2. Cam Whitmore, 1 for 5. Sengun, he only attempted 1 shot. Look at this. This is why I say they need a guy. They missing a closer. Hell yeah. This is the fourth quarter of the game yesterday. Anthony Edwards had 16 points in the fourth. Jaden McDaniels had 6 points in the fourth. Look, these dudes ain't have a guy over 6 points. The Rockets didn't have a guy to score over 6 points in the fourth quarter against Minnesota Timberwolves yesterday, bro. Anthony Edwards scored 16 points in the fourth quarter. That's why they got them up out of there. Houston should have went and got them a guy. They should have got Kevin Durant, bro. They could have got Kevin Durant for probably like Cam Whitmore, Reed Shepard, some picks. And they could have did something like that. They missing a go-to guy. They don't have nobody to go to at the end of these games. They could have got KD. They got enough assets to throw to get anybody, Chris. Houston could get anybody. KD, bro, you could have just traded his ass. He could have just went to Houston. They the third overall seed in the West. I bet that was a better situation than being on the damn Suns. I got a whole bunch of young dudes that can play defense, and I can just get buckets. Ime Udoka is the leader of the team. That was the perfect fit for KD. Houston Rockets. I'm just saying. Oh, Orlando Magic too. Orlando Magic have been terrible. The Magic have been terrible, bro. They currently the 8th seed. What was they last 5 games? Bro, they got absolutely destroyed by Denver, bro. It was absolutely disgusting. Paolo and Franz went 12 for 31. Say, bro, y'all got to put some respect on Michael Porter Jr. name, too. Michael Porter Jr. Say, bro, we got to talk about it. Michael Porter Jr. look like he becoming that second guy in Denver. MPJ look like he becoming that second. Now the Magic could have used like a Anthony Simons. They could have used a Cam Johnson. They got enough assets to throw at somebody too. His bro bet the over, so he turned to say, dog, bro. Michael Porter Jr. ain't got nothing to do with Jonte Porter, bum ass. But look, bro. MPJ has 3 straight 30-point games. 36, 39, and 30. Y'all better show some respect to MPJ, bro. MPJ becoming one of them ones. And they've won 5 in a row. They won 5 in a row. Y'all watch out for the Nuggets. Hey, I done told y'all. Hey, don't be surprised if we get a Bucks in Nuggets finals, bro. Bucks Nuggets finals. 2 best players in the world and it's a gap. I know SGA is 3rd, but it's a gap between 1, 2, and 3. I'm just saying. But Denver could have added somebody. What is there a way I can find out what's their assets looking like? I thought you could find their assets. Find out what they assets looking like, bro. Who's top? Oh, SGA is leading. SGA number one in scoring right now. He done took Giannis' spot. Boy, this nigga averaging 33 points. He done had these 50-point games though. He done came up on his 3-point percentage. SGA doing his thing. SGA doing his thing. Giannis a different nigga though, bro. Y'all better stop it. Giannis and Jokic is different, bro. Tyrese Maxey is number 4 in scoring. What is this world coming to? That's crazy. That is crazy. Oh, I did want to see this. Because I think they was talking crazy on here. Oh, yeah. He said Wemby can't be the face of the NBA.
Subscribe to our YouTube Club 520. We clowning on that mother.
Just hit the button.
God.
Don't ask more questions.
Subscribe.
These niggas
Can
funny.
teach you the game. Not some vets that's playing is going to teach you. Now, I want some sad niggas that's OGs in the game that don't get in. But I get to play. That's what I want.
I be trying to think of
I
players.
want Taj Gibson.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, old head at the end of the bench, talk to me, but
He ain't trying to compete with you. He ain't trying to give you no bad advice and take your number, your minutes, excuse me.
Yeah, I be trying to think of players. I'm like, damn, who was a nigga like Teague that just went from scoring a dub to running to the corner to pick and roll type shit every day.
Well, you talk about fresh out of college to the NBA?
Yeah, like had
That's damn near every.
I was gonna say that's
anybody who got picked beyond number 10, you damn near go through that. If you top 10, you get a chance to play really, but after top 10, nigga, you run to the corner. Look at Reed Shepard. He went number 3.
There you go.
He don't get no tech. G League him, all type of shit.
What happened to Jeff Teague after Atlanta?
Perfect example as well.
Yeah, like
I feel like he just was real cold, and then
all right,
I don't know, he disappeared.
I don't want to learn from Mike right now. Mike still play. Mike a cool nigga, but I want Mike to be at the end of the bench telling me how to get better.
Yeah.
I don't want Mike starting and getting his shit off and then.
Say, bro, he a hoe ass nigga, but Mike Conley is over with. He can still hit a jumper, but man,
You run the pick and roll, young fella. Fuck that. Tell me
who pushed Rubio?
And your ass don't get in the game.
Teague.
Talk to me during timeouts. You're not gonna talk to me on the bench.
I'm talking to Mike. I'm talking to Mike Bibby. He in the game. He like, you see that pass, you gotta be able to make that pass. Well, I don't get a chance to make it. I'm not getting in the game.
Respect.
So fuck that.
But I
Give me
get it.
Taj Gibson as my OG.
For sure. I think the league is going to be in a good space. I think
He got that
obviously
chip
once
from the
LeBron
Bucks
moves on,
and
that's going to be
dip.
the initial hit.
Oh,
to try
he
to change
did
the
do
league.
that.
But with so much young talent,
Okay.
these teams being dedicated and also being cheap as hell too. That's another thing that plays a factor. They ain't all about young development as much as they say they are, but they all about staying under that second tax apron. So you'll see a lot more teams probably more competitive. Maybe not the same superstar power at first, but it's still going to be good basketball for sure.
When y'all think Bron retire?
Over under 2 years, which I got.
Under
2
He
years.
retire next year.
Lakers win a chip, they
I think
gone.
he's trying to compete on.
If Lakers win a chip,
before he retires.
LeBron is
LeBron is trying to
gone.
put himself in a position to be a team owner.
If the Lakers get good and he stay, I think he stay longer.
I think he just trying to put his scoring record so high that he never be in jeopardy.
Yeah, because that nigga keep having 28,
Yeah, I think
25, 30.
I think he just trying to like put his stats so crazy that it just looks like Michael Jordan can't compete. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I can see
I don't
that.
think he gonna win another championship in LA. I don't think he think that.
Bro, LA got action.
Going down a rabbit hole because
LA got action for a championship. I ain't finna do that.
I definitely think
Luka
that the next
is
6
like
months
that,
for the
bro.
Lakers, I've seen this a lot of different places. I don't think it's the most important, but how they gel the rest of the season.
LeBron
that's
go
very
retire,
important to what
Laker.
LeBron does because if they fuck around and gel,
Is it
and
a
they get a little bit of
guarantee?
wiggle room and add another team,
I mean,
that's gonna be a team that can compete. Obviously, we're not expecting
You
to win a
can't team
championship,
hop no
but
more
LeBron
if
can
you-
still
if
play at a
you
high
bring
level.
him.
It ain't got to be Batman no more.
Yeah, I don't,
Batman just pulled up,
yeah, I think
but I definitely think he's trying to get that Vegas team.
I think he's trying to do that, but I also just think he's trying to put his stats so crazy. Like he's trying to get top
Luka
3
go.
assists or something.
Luka
He's
could
like,
drag
he's
them
trying
to a
do-
chip, man. I'm just saying. Bro.
Like he the greatest
We just
player.
seen him
That's
do
what he's
it.
trying to solidify so fast.
Man, I got my son in the NBA, and my son, I watched my son hit his first 3-pointer, man. Y'all can't say
Yeah, but
nothing
like
to me.
you see every time he do something, he's like, this is 40. Like, you know what I mean? Everything, like, he great, but he makes sure y'all know, like, I'm doing shit that's never been done.
Nah,
I'm
facts.
unbelievable. You know what I
LeBron
mean?
trying too hard. That nigga is saying this is 40. He act, man, nigga probably on all kind of shit, bro. We just go keep it a buck. LeBron ain't doing that shit legit.
Before another Bron walked through the league.
Nobody ever gonna, it'll never be another Bron. Like, it's never gonna be another Mike. They'll never
The
be
weakness of
eligible.
defense,
I don't
RC.
care.
I mean,
Wemby gonna be
defense is a
Wemby can be
weakness,
the
RC. But
most
I
unique
mean,
player
their offense
ever.
gonna be
He's a freak.
crazy.
He still won't
And you
compete
still
with
got
LeBron.
Dorian
He won't do
Finney-Smith.
nothing
Now you got
LeBron.
Mark
Won't
Williams.
come close.
You got Vanderbilt. They got some
That's an
defenders.
interesting point there. We talk about some of these legends going on and moving on to different spaces. Probably won't see another KD. We'll have tall players that play like him, but we probably won't see another KD.
I never see another KD. Not a big that shoot that well off the dribble. And
You'll
play
see
like
another KD before Brian.
Yeah, but you will never see another Bron. That is not happening. Somebody stay that healthy that long?
Mm-hmm.
Never.
Bro,
When
Bron
he go
out
free,
Curry
he will
Curry
never
last
see
night.
a- he
Bro,
will not-
Curry is garbage
he's nothing,
now.
bro.
He averaged
He
22
just don't have an
points.
impact.
We gotta stop it. Curry is an all-time
hype is
great,
different
greatest
now
shooter of
these
all
days,
time.
too.
But right now,
Hype
he's
is
one of the
different.
worst number one
Pressure is
options in the
different.
league, and they
Pressure is
record
heavy,
shows.
Nobody else will have the
Bron's
responsibilities or pressure for that.
Timberwolves really try to get
Yeah.
Kim KD, but the deal
And they're
fell
not
through.
expecting Wemby too.
Timberwolves just
They
need
expect Wemby to
a
advance the NBA.
IQ
global market.
refreshment.
Yeah, that's it.
But we'll never see another Bron.
Because without LeBron, bro, I mean, I love Kobe. Kobe is that nigga. But the league was relying on LeBron James.
Yeah, Kobe was cold. We not like as a basketball here, you like Kobe was cold, but he couldn't carry the league.
Nah,
like
hell
Bron.
nah.
Kobe could not have been the face of the league. In the unfortunate time period when LeBron became the face of the league, that's when the allegations
And Bron brought being cool to the league.
Yeah.
He like, man, y'all niggas is too uptight around this bitch.
Yeah, but Kobe was more of a like Jordan made it cool. Jordan had a personality that was fly.
Yeah.
Like you knew because we didn't have social media.
Yeah.
So we didn't know if he was an asshole or not. All we
Right.
know was the commercials, the way he played, the dunks, the shoes was fire. We all wanted to be like Mike.
How you go carry
We
a
knew he was an
league?
asshole.
You running around,
As Kobe
man.
started getting better and better, you start hearing stories.
LeBron
you
was-
get more media coverage.
I don't know.
all
LeBron
this
ain't
shit.
carrying no
His
league.
Adidas was ass.
Curry can't do it all no
He
more.
couldn't-
Curry
he
can't
wasn't
do
fucking
it
with
at
them
all no
crazy
more.
eights. We like,
Niggas warm off the strength that it was Kobe. Niggas wasn't looking forward to them.
we
Yeah,
wasn't
the
fucking
moon
with
boots
them.
and stuff like that. We
Yeah.
won, but it wasn't like it was just Kobe. I
It
feel.
was, the
Curry's
vibe
just
was the
over
same,
with.
But when Bron came,
They talking about he need a number two. He is the number two.
He got the headband. His
Curry
energy,
over
he
with,
fucking
man.
with Jay-Z.
And I love Curry. He over with.
Nigga, we all could relate to that. We all like, nigga, that's us.
They had Bron at EBC. Shout out to my nigga Tom at EBC.
You know what I'm saying?
That was it. That was lit. That was lit.
LeBron is on that stuff.
Yeah.
We didn't.
And Kobe was hella serious too. Kobe was like, nigga, you got to work hard to be here.
Yeah, and he also, his dad was in the league.
Yeah.
So it was like, we knew you was born to play basketball. Like, not saying that. he
Was
had to
Kobe
play
ever the
basketball,
face of the
but
league
we
to
knew that
y'all?
then you came from.
Yeah.
Oh, who?
Nah,
Bron
yeah.
came with
They
single
didn't
career.
like Kobe,
His mama,
though.
nigga got the Hummer in high
The
school.
league
Get in
didn't like
trouble.
Kobe
Out
like
his
that.
trench baby.
Yeah.
Nigga, ghetto.
That's literally all my friends in high school.
Yeah,
So,
so we like,
for real.
yeah, so we fucked with that.
Nah, that's
man.
facts,
Then
RC.
for him to- His swag.
Gotta
the way
quit
he played,
fucking posting
headbands
all
and
the
shit.
time.
Like Kobe ain't had no
Make the
accessories.
people
nigga.
come
Like,
find you.
Niggas didn't want
Yup.
Kobe nappy.
SGA?
Tapped in with that.
Nah, niggas.
SGA do that
Talk
right
about
now.
Bro, loud on the show, bro. Had that bitch in 7th grade on my mama. Whole Kobe package was laid. But so far as like the impact, niggas feel like they can relate to just Brian whole story. Fuck his game. Niggas never try to hoop like Brian. It's just like
SGA ain't
bro, he
corny,
is a
Chris. Stop
personable
hating.
motherfucker.
You got Anthony
Yeah, I feel
Davis
like- I
as
feel
your
like
franchise
LeBron.
player. Stop hating. Say, y'all thought Kobe was? I don't know. I feel like Kobe was the real face of the league because everybody had an opinion on him. Like LeBron was just he was the hype of the league and he lived up to it. Kobe had a nice run as the head of the league from 07 to 12. Bro, I don't know. I feel like Kobe was doing his thing, bro. DJ them fighting words. Man, that's Chris. He talking about SGA corny, bro. He ain't no cornier than Anthony Davis. Man, and oh, let me see if I can find it. Kentucky. Let me see if I can find this shit. Let me see if I can find this shit, bro. This man, come on, dog. Look at this nigga, man. Nah, I'm good on AD. You talking about SGA corny? You talking about SGA corny? Gil's Marina been talking too crazy, bro. He been talking too crazy. Why Gilbert Arenas? First of all, let's look. Why Gilbert Arenas would take an MVP over championship? Gilbert Arenas was one of my favorite players during the early 2000s, and he definitely fit the vibe of MVP over championship.
legacy, a championship or a league MVP?
What's what?
What is more valuable
League
for a
MVP.
legacy?
This
championship
depends that Cam Newton, of course, they
league
asked
So
Cam.
Cam, last
They
week on
asked
first
Cam
day,
Newton
Cam Newton said he wouldn't trade his MVP for Super Bowl
MVP.
MVP.
League MVP.
League MVP. Yeah. No question about it.
When you're talking about,
Because
finals MVP?
15 motherfuckers get a ring.
And 14 of them didn't do shit.
14, a whole lot of them didn't do shit, so.
But look, y'all, if history holds true, SGA OKC makes the finals this year. Next year, he'll be traded to a huge market. Man,
So
that
it's
shit
finals
hurt.
MVP? No, that's a small group. That's just the final.
No, it's not.
That's only 30
It's
people.
not the same fucking thing. You're going to stop that bullshit.
Finals MVP?
No.
Finals MVP,
Brent,
but you don't make all teams.
Brent, this man led his team in scoring, rebounding, points, assists, steals. Stop it, man. No. You're talking about league MVP, man. No.
It's league MVP. That's everybody.
Right, I know for 82 games. But if I can win a ring and get finals in a Laker jersey,
And how's that panning out for him right now?
Wait, finals MVP? Y'all put a regular season MVP over a finals MVP? Which y'all think hold more weight?
for who?
The person you want to talk about?
No, I'm just they said if Luka
is he blowing up?
If Luka was to do
You're
that,
saying winning a championship,
right?
League MVP.
League MVP.
League
you.
MVP.
Right. If I'm
League
going to the
MVP is you. Championship is your team.
Hey, Allen Iverson.
I'm going home with the Finals MVP
Allen
too.
Iverson has
So
league
I'm taking home two.
Not necessarily.
Yes, necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Kobe got.
You don't have to be.
Kobe got one MVP, 5 championships. I mean, we talk about
And two finals.
We say he should have more.
Say it again.
And we
Kobe
say he
got
should
5
have more.
championships.
Say it loud for the
He got 5 championships.
Say he should have
And
more.
all we talk about is
And
championships.
And nobody talk about the MVP.
He should have more.
Before he won the championship.
Iguodala got a
before
finals
he won the
MVP.
Oh, shit, I ain't even go.
Finals
It don't even
MVP.
matter.
Finals
He was
MVP
what?
trump
He was
regular season
already
MVP though, bro.
Kobe didn't have to win no.
He didn't have to win no
Y'all
championship.
really
He
would
was
take
already
league MVP over finals MVP?
He was still could have been doing what he was doing.
I was a lunchtime
no
player.
MVPs and still.
This man averaged 7 points 1 year.
Most valuable player is player
I'm going
oriented.
with the championship because I'm winning Finals MVP.
You going championship too?
I'll take finals
You
MVP.
going MVP?
I'm going MVP.
You going MVP?
I'm going league MVP.
What you
You
going?
said what?
Shout out merely off.
Oh man,
I'm going championship with Lakers because I'm going.
I'll take finals MVP over league MVP. I'm just
Better
saying.
than everybody. You won.
Say it, wait, hold on. You said it again, say it again. He wants
I want
the championship
and Finals MVP.
because finals MVP.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
if he
going-
wins the I said that's the same thing Tatum thought. That's the same thing Curry
You
thought.
could ask.
That's the same thing Curry
KD.
thought, right? That because he's the best player, he was going to win Finals MVP. He lost it to someone. Tatum lost his.
That
It
MVP
doesn't turn. It's whoever's.
Bro, this nigga Gilbert Arenas just be talking, bro. Now, some of the finals MVPs are frauds. But, bro, no, I'm saying if you Jason Tatum, you Jason Tatum, put yourself in Jason Tatum's shoes, like a star shoes. Finals MVP is over regular season MVP. Like, do you think Allen Iverson will take a finals MVP over his regular MVP? Hell yeah, because you got a ring and you got finals MVP. That's a 2-in-1. I get what you're saying, but finals MVP, give me finals MVP, bro.
That MVP.
It's whoever's great in that
That
series.
MVP
No,
to fulfill KD.
Got a quick question.
No,
That MVP.
That's who they want to vote for.
It's whoever they want to vote for.
It ain't for
Hey,
who's great in that series. Who the fuck do people want to vote for?
They gonna vote for me.
They didn't for Curry and they didn't for Tatum. So, but you can't do that in the
I'm talking about the Lakers.
MVP.
I'm talking about
I mean, you can't do that
Don't
in
mean
the
to throw shots at that man because he was a solid
Yes, you
pro
can.
throughout his
Y'all do
tenure.
for Luka.
But let's stop. They gave finals MVP.
Let's get back to the question.
Yeah.
Let's stop it, though.
Let's get back to the question. What means more to you?
Being the best player in the world.
Winning the championship.
Winning the championship.
When you in that driveway, you be like,
What means
MVP best in the league, but
what means more?
Derrick Rose got an MVP
So
and he might make the Hall of Fame, man.
No, for for legacy, what's more
You
important?
said for your legacy.
For
what's
legacy,
more
league, and I'm going league
What's
MVP.
more important?
even in the NFL.
So let me add to the end of that.
Bro,
question.
James Harden and Russell Westbrook got MVPs and people call them bums because they ain't been to no
You
finals.
changing the question.
The
Dan
end of
Marino.
the
So you
question.
changing the question.
Dan
Yes, to the
Marino.
end. So what's more important
To your legacy.
to your legacy?
Championship or MVP?
Aaron Rodgers.
Y'all just argued last week about Derrick Rose, right? He should be a what?
A Hall of Famer.
You can say those people
How
don't
many
know
championships
about.
you got?
Because we were talking about Paul George and DeMar DeRozan. That's why.
That's why.
That's why. That's what the conversation was. That's what the conversation was. It wasn't.
He did go to a finals, though.
It did.
Yes, it did.
Everything.
We
That's
did.
what
We
he was
brought it
talking-
up.
No,
He was sitting right here.
Who you talking about, RC? Who went to a finals, though?
Derrick Rose, it was just Derrick
You
Rose.
said
And you
Derrick
said if Paul George.
No. We were talking Paul George and DeMar first, and he brought up Derrick at the end. He was like, "Well, Derrick Rose has to be one," because you brought up them two. It was like, "Yeah, they all."
Why
We start talking about Grant Hill and all
would
that.
Derrick
Yeah.
Rose be in even conversation because he has what?
He's the youngest MVP ever.
Okay.
The youngest.
But
never.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how old he is.
Bro, y'all gotta stop. 'Cause Derrick Rose got an MVP. James Harden got an MVP. Russell Westbrook got an MVP. Like, who else got an MVP? You could get Allen Iverson got an MVP. Like, if you don't get, even when Dirk got an MVP, you can get an MVP and they will shit on you even more. Y'all know that. They'll shit on you even more if you don't got no final, if you ain't got no ring.
No, but it don't get more say it on the trophy. It get more points. It don't get more points for you if you don't get.
But the conversation was Derrick Rose, Paul George, or DeMar DeRozan, and we said that Derrick Rose.
They went, but it's like when they won their MVPs, when they was MVP level, they wasn't. They won MVP levels and they wasn't going to no championships. Russell Westbrook never went out. He never got out the first round as the guy.
Derrick Rose. You started off the history. Should be an MVP.
If you get an MVP and don't got a championship, they could be like, "Hey, you get an MVP and you don't got no ring." They'll shit on you for it.
Michael Cooper.
Steve Nash gets shit on because people say he didn't play no defense. He couldn't get to no finals. They'll talk about you worse with an MVP if you don't got no ring. I'll take Finals MVP because you get a Finals MVP and you get a ring. Can't say nothing about me now.
Been first out of the Hall of Fame. Okay, that was the argument.
We didn't say nothing about championship. You said what? Every MVP has been
mad about that?
Hall of Fame.
Every MVP has been a Hall of Famer.
Michael Cooper.
No, hold on. We didn't say nothing about no motherfucking champions, right? We didn't say one-time champions.
So we
didn't
talking
say
about legacy.
champions.
So if you ask Derrick Rose, what would be more important to my legacy, this MVP that I won, or winning an actual championship? That's a different conversation.
See, I agree. If Derrick Rose would have won a championship, Allen Iverson would have won a championship, they'd be looked at a whole different light. Them MVPs is cool, but they only cool if you also have a championship to back it up, if that makes sense. Karl Malone got 2 MVPs. Charles Barkley got an MVP. We don't look at them the same, bro, as if you won a championship, bro.
Because I swear to God, you used MVP as getting into the Hall of Fame.
But see, Chris, you got it misconstrued. Think about Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce, he never won a regular season MVP, but he's a Hall of Famer, NBA 75, and he got a Finals MVP. Do you think people respect Paul Pierce more than Steve Nash? Hell yeah. That MVP don't get you as much respect if you don't got a championship to go with it, bro.
I can tell you,
if he won a championship against Miami,
nobody
he's in the Hall of Fame.
Chauncey Billups, see, but y'all naming people that ain't just stars like that, man. Nah, Gilbert Arenas tripping with that 77. That's crazy.
First ballot.
Is the Hall of Fame individual accolade?
It's
individual, right?
What he did.
So do you prefer winning individual awards over team?
But he got MVP. He said if you take the MVP away and he won a championship,
nobody
it's a
Boy, you crazy. Paul Pierce do got Harden Westbrook respect. What are you talking about? He NBA 75. He just a goofy when he talks. No, if a star wins Finals MVP, it do matter. Jason Tatum will never go win a MVP, but if he got that Finals MVP, people will look at him different.
MVP is you, motherfucker.
Charles Barkley.
That championship is team. So you can take a motherfucker right now. Who's the top 5 shooting guards in the NBA? History.
Charles Barkley.
There's 2 people who haven't won no motherfucking championship, and they in front of Klay Thompson for damn sure. Klay got 4 of them as the second option. Allen Iverson's in front of him, and motherfucking James Harden's in front of them. MVPs, you stand on your own motherfucking merit first before team.
No, when they talk about Jordan, we talking
I agree with that. You stand on your own merit, but if you already one of them ones, like Dwayne Wade is in front of Allen Iverson and James Harden because he got an MVP by himself. Case closed, nigga. I mean, Dwayne Wade. Okay, Dwayne Wade is over Harden. Dwayne Wade is over Iverson. Not because he got an MVP, because he got a Finals MVP and a championship. A case closed. I win, nigga. We did not respect Kawhi till he got the one with Toronto.
He was the second option. He was the second option on 2 of them.
No. So ain't Dwayne Wade over? Why is Dwayne Wade over James Harden and Allen Iverson? Why Dwayne Wade over James Harden and Allen Iverson?
Second option on 2 championships.
So you telling us
because I only won one.
Hey,
I only won one.
so you telling us that we should put ourselves above the team?
What?
You telling us we should put ourselves above the team?
No, we're saying your legacy. Your
What
legacy.
about KD?
What the fuck
When he
you
won
saying?
MVP, he
What
would
did
have
he
been
say?
happy.
He was the number one option. He was.
But he's been satisfied with that MVP.
If you focus on your own merit, if you focus on your own merit during our team shit,
Because
you're
if
saying
you're good enough
we're
to
talking
win,
about your legacy.
I asked you what's more important,
Listen, if
and
you're
you
good
said
enough
this
to win-
MVP was more important than our championship. If I asked you that in preseason, nigga, I'm off you.
if you are good enough to win,
Nigga, I'm off you.
if you're good enough to win league MVP, your team has a chance to fucking win a championship.
Yep.
Let's call it what it is.
No.
If you're in the conversation for league MVP,
No.
your fucking team has a chance.
Has a chance.
Has a chance to win a championship that year.
All the time.
So for you to be in that position, so therefore you stand on your own merit.
Hold on.
Paul Pierce behind Harden and Westbrook. But see,
You have to be
but see,
you are-
see now y'all not getting what I'm saying. Dwayne Wade doesn't have a regular season MVP. He got his respect off of the finals and being the finals MVP. Dwayne Wade don't have no regular season MVP. He has a finals MVP, and he's the third greatest shooting guard of all time because of that finals MVP. Paul Pierce is behind Harden and Westbrook. He's not that level of a talent, but he has a finals MVP, and that got him to NBA 75. I'm just saying, you're negating the importance of the regular season. That is my only minor issue with it. No, I'm just saying, if you are a top 75 NBA player of all time, like these guys are, if you get a finals MVP, it would trump. I ain't gonna say it would trump, but it's more important than a regular season MVP because Dwayne Wade has a finals MVP. That's more important if Dwayne Wade would have just got a regular season MVP and not getting finals MVP or won the ring. That's what put him. He literally is over Harden and Allen Iverson because of the finals MVP.
You are good enough as that individual guy.
No.
Allen Iverson.
They didn't have a chance.
They made it
go,
to the
just let
fucking
him talk.
championship.
Let's go.
Shaq and Kobe.
Nope.
They made it to the
don't
championship.
matter.
He's still his own merit first.
That merit didn't get him over because he
It don't
stood
matter.
on the wrong merit first.
It don't
Stand on the right merit. The right merit
He's
is
not
key.
league
Hey, Kobe won the
MVP.
championship
If he's
and
not in the
Kobe was more
conversation
than
for league MVP or league MVP,
MVP, dog.
But Kobe is Kobe. What is
He's
that?
MVP.
One time.
One time.
Who cares?
One time. AI won an MVP. Kobe wasn't.
And AI is motherfucking.
RC, you tripping.
He wasn't better
Dwayne
than
Wade,
Kobe.
third greatest shooting guard of all
No
time.
motherfucking championship.
So Brown ahead of Tatum. See, y'all using terrible arguments. Chris, that's a terrible argument.
On the list.
We talking about first options or second options?
No. Team versus individual. We're talking about
league MVPs here.
versus champions.
Kobe had everything. That's a unique. He had MVP, Finals MVP. He had everything.
MVPs. We talk about winning Jordan.
Championship.
6 rings. He got 6
got
rings.
more rings.
He got LeBron can't never be better. He got 6 rings. We don't say he got 5.
Tatum will be in Dwayne Wade's situation. A Finals MVP would trump a regular season MVP.
He ain't won.
He won. He has won.
All I hear people
Yes,
talk
hold
about
on.
never won.
MVP.
That's all I hear.
That's all I hear.
Where is he? Where is he on the list?
Facts. All you hear is these niggas never won. You are.
Malone has what?
If you get an MVP and you never win a championship, all we go talk about is not winning the championship. Just like when with Lamar, he got these regular season MVPs, but he's not getting a championship. It's not, if you don't get a championship, it don't validate your MVPs. Your MVP ain't validated, bro. Tatum don't got an MVP. Okay, Brown got a Finals MVP. No, before the Finals MVP, Dwayne Wade not even better than Dominique Hood. See, RC, you just tripping now, bro.
And that Hunter to this day, he ain't won.
So there are league MVPs.
No, for sure.
First.
No, for sure.
Before you can worry about any of that other shit.
sure.
No. That's not how it works. We don't look at your MVP first. We look at if you win. Man, you lost to Michael Jordan 4 times and you won the MVP. We don't give a fuck about your MVP.
We asked the chat.
If you lost.
We asked the chat.
And
what
then
is
he
more
them
valuable
give
for
Finals
legacy,
MVPs
MVP
too,
or
Chris.
championships? 59% said championship. But ladies and gentlemen, we have things to
Let's
do
go to the
today.
comments, bro.
Hold on. That's cool. He can leave off the one.
If KD don't go to Golden State, right?
I don't care if he did go. He did.
Allen Iverson. I wish I could have won a championship for Philadelphia.
He's MVP. We have literally.
Lamar Jackson has 2 MVPs, but until he wins the championship, the pressure
You
on.
can't beat the data. You have to check. You can't beat the chat. You lose to the chat every time.
I just won today.
We have real data. There's champions. There's 4-time champions. There's 5-time champions. There's 7-time champions. Nobody knows them.
Everybody knows them.
See, but you talking to, see, this the argument I don't like. Y'all comparing regular players with championship rings. We're talking about superstars, all 75 level players with championship rings. If you a great player and you win a championship, you automatically get put on another level. Quit talking about niggas like Robert Ory. Quit talking about these average dudes, man. If Tatum wins a Finals MVP, he will be put on a level. Just like Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce was looked at as just a regular good player, man, until he won, bro. Y'all gotta stop this shit, dog. Josh Allen, Embiid, MVP. I can't type what I'm trying to say. Vince Carter in his prime better than D-Wade. Bro, RC, you must be stopped, man.
Nobody remembers your legacy as a basketball player stands on your merit first.
Championships live forever.
He's a champion. He's a champion.
20 years
He's a champion.
20 years the champion. You gotta go to the
Look at Gilbert Arenas. How these niggas wearing what they wearing? This nigga young. Jalen Brown not on that level because he's not on that level. Like, why you bringing in niggas that's not though being running for NBA 75? Yes, RC. If KG never won a ring, he will be under all these motherfuckers that won a ring. He'll be under the power force that won a ring. He'll be in arguments with Charles Barkley and Karl Malone now. But since he won a ring, KG is over Charles Barkley and Karl Malone. Is that a fact or not? And why is KG ranked over Charles Barkley and Karl Malone? They all got a regular season MVP. I'm just saying, bro.
Hey, Luka.
I'm not on StreamYard, Chris. I'm on OBS.
Luka. Yeah, so to all the fans out there, we got a special announcement.
I'm on OBS. I can't go live with nobody on this. I'm on OBS so I can look at videos. I got Dirk over there. Dirk is a legit number one go-to scorer. I got Dirk over KG for sure. I'm on OBS. It's like a what's this shit called? OBS is a different type of little streaming. It's not streaming, but it's a different little program. I gotta find a way where I could do multiple streams people on OBS. Cause people still say Barkley and Malone over him. Man, don't nobody put Barkley and Malone over Dirk. If they do, it's they on some racist shit. Tim Duncan the best ever if we going by this narrative. Tim Duncan is the best power forward ever. What's you talking? RC, come on, dog. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. What, they talking shit about Zion? They talking shit about Zion. They must be drunk. You talk about Gil Arena.
He's obviously had injury history, a little bit of off-season drama.
It comes down to health. You can't trust him. I don't think this guy is going to put in the time to be great.
Zion's value is debatable.
So Zion has played in just 199 of the Pelicans' 441 games since he was drafted. That's about 45% of the team's games.
Bro, this nigga Zion only played in 45% of the games, bro. Disgusting, man. That shit is disgusting.
That span. That includes missing 36 of the Pelicans' 51 games this season, which is a big reason why New Orleans has the second worst record in the NBA. And those Pelicans, the Raptors, they made a trade last night. Brandon Ingram, he is headed to
Zion not being traded destroyed New Orleans franchise, period. I agree. I would have traded Zion before Ingram.
So bringing it back with our panel here.
You would have got more for him.
I want to break this down a bit with you, Mark. What are you hearing about now that Brandon Ingram has moved on?
Yeah.
Are they looking at Zion Williamson at all?
Well, what I'm hearing is Zion Williamson and C.J. McCollum, they're staying in the NL. They ain't going nowhere. They're expecting.
I would have got rid of CJ. Denver should have tried to go get CJ for first.
One of his former teammates told me that Zion has LeBron talent.
Duncan is definitely the best power forward of all time. I don't disagree. But y'all think CJ should have been traded? Denver should have made a move, bro. They should have got another scorer
that he could become. The Pelicans feel like he's in great shape now. They're locked in. They want him to continue to work on his conditioning, but I think both sides need to work on the communication, as evidence last Friday, him calling in and saying I'm sick and not going in. But you know, Bill Duffy is now.
Bro, this nigga called in sick.
Hey, I'm sick. like a regular 9-to-5 job. I ain't gonna make it, right? But he has Bill Duffy as his new agent. Bill Duffy's been working with him, trying to get the communication better with the team, and let's see if Bill can work some magic with this kid. But
why are you laughing?
Talent-wise, there's no question.
Where did the Pelicans even begin to go from here? Just move the team to Seattle. Nah, fact. New Orleans don't even be having no fans when everybody was healthy. New Orleans is a terrible basketball destination.
Believing with his teammates.
Nobody else sick. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. How long, if you're the Pelicans, how long are you going to continue to take disrespect from Zion? Whether it's the lack of communication, the lack of being on the same page with the injuries. I mean, damn, and he's not available. So this
Perkins really be cooking these niggas,
I mean,
bro.
when are you going to move on?
And I said this yesterday. I think the Dallas Mavericks set the tone. I'm proud of y'all because at the end of the day, you get to play basketball for a living. Play, not go to work. Everybody else say they go to work. We say we go to play. You get to play basketball for a living and make millions of dollars.
Ooh, wait, hold on, bro. Cooking. Hold on. Let me put that back on. Let me put this on normal speed. Bro is cooking.
Be your corner piece. I mean, when are you going to move
Bro is
on?
cooking.
I said this yesterday.
New Orleans is a football
I think
team.
the Dallas Mavericks set the tone.
Watch him cook.
I'm proud of y'all because at the end of the day, you get to play basketball for a living. Play, not go to work. Everybody else say they go to work. We say we go to play. You get to play basketball for a living and make millions of dollars. What can be so bad about that?
Hey,
what can be so bad about
you
that?
D spitting. He's
I
spitting.
think that what Dallas did is going to continue to spread throughout the league. We will move on. We will do it
You know
with
what I
or
think the
without
thing
you.
in New Orleans, too? They make so much money corporate-wise from him that losing him also is a chunk of money, which maybe Dallas can sustain more than the Pelicans.
Look, what I think in this
Zion-
situation
bro,
is something
Zion-
we talked about the last few days. Sometimes
I
your
don't know,
best
bro.
players are not the leaders that you expect them to be. At some point in the NBA in the past, that was the expectation. Now, based off of different ways that you are valued in society, you can feel like you get your value outside of the court. But I do think that there needs to be a reset. He is too talented to not be a leader, to usher a lot of the great pieces that they have forward. And so, this offseason is
Yeah, Zion is a terrible leader, bro.
Show up.
He called in sick, y'all.
You gotta do your job. You need to see.
Because when he plays, he's amazing.
And I like to use the word habits. Zion needs better habits.
There is no doubt the talent that he is. It just may be some of those other things that you're talking about, UD, that could elevate him to what we are all expecting Zion Williamson
Bro
to be.
cooking, though. Bro cooking. Hey, he just cooked, fam. Let me see what the comments got to say. He cooked. How is this man not traded yet? Zion is not a pro. He only makes changes when he gets called out and laughed at. As much as I hate how Pat Riley did Jimmy, if there's anyone who needs to be under the Heat culture umbrella, is Zion. Bro, Zion ain't gonna make it in Miami. To think we traded Luka for being overweight and Zion fat ass got a max contract. Nah, that's facts, Chris. That's facts. That is facts. How y'all think Kyle Kuzma finna do? Like, I'm trying to see, like, does anybody got any Kyle Kuzma talk? Cause let me see. Anybody got some Kyle Kuzma talk? Let's see what this
Kyle
nigga
Kuzma
say.
and Chris Middleton have been traded. Middleton and A.J. Johnson are headed to Washington in exchange for Kyle Kuzma with some other draft
Y'all like the
assets
Kyle Kuzma
involved as
trade?
well. This is a super interesting trade that I'm sure a lot of people are confused by, so let's break it down. Now, the trade rumors around this
You
deal
think
have
Kyle
been
Kuzma go
swirling
get together?
through the last couple of days. It seemed like people were pretty confident that something surrounding Middleton to Washington, Kuzma to Milwaukee was going to happen. And Milwaukee has been shopping Middleton specifically pretty aggressively over the last couple of weeks. He hasn't had a great season. He's been injured most of the year. He's really had injury issues the last couple of seasons. And it was clear that Milwaukee was ready, just like when they traded away Drew Holiday. They were ready to move on from Chris Middleton and shake things up with their roster. Initially, there were some constructions that made it look like they might end up with Bradley Beal in some kind of crazy Jimmy Butler trade. That hasn't happened. They end up with Kyle Kuzma instead. And we know that the
Why do I
Wizards
get the
have been
slight
wanting to have Kyle
feeling
Kuzma
that
for a couple of seasons.
Chris
They
Middleton
signed
is
him to a
still
new
better than
contract
Kyle
just so
Kuzma,
that they
bro?
wouldn't lose the
Hold on, let's see what's going on. I don't know why I just feel like Kyle Kuzma kind of sucks, bro. Kyle Kuzma 15 points. Kyle Kuzma 15 points, 6 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 42 from the field, 28 from 3. Kyle Kuzma was garbage this year. He played in 32 games. Chris Middleton. What is Chris Middleton going through? Chris Middleton 13 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, but he was shooting 51 from the field, 41 from 3. He played in 23 games. But God, you can't get more than 15 points? Y'all can't. He can't get y'all. Y'all done got soft, bro. You can't get more than 15 points on 42 from the field, 28 for 3. Y'all done got soft.
Asset, and in the past there have been rumors that they could get 1, maybe 2 first-round picks.
I get he didn't care, but he need more than that,
Sacramento
bro.
is a team that has really valued him in the past, but this year his value has gone down pretty significantly. So of course Washington does not end up with that level of draft compensation. But the question is, why would Milwaukee do this? Why would each of these teams do this, beginning with Milwaukee? As I mentioned, Middleton's health has been a problem, and their entire roster is getting old. Obviously, you have Lopez, you have Dame, you have Middleton. There's a bunch of guys in this roster that are getting older, getting worse, and getting more injury prone. And Middleton specifically was just a guy that Milwaukee didn't feel like they could count on moving forward, and he's likely just going to get worse and even more injury prone. So they're ready to move on and get another player in their rotation. Kuzma helps them defensively if he commits to it. I'd still probably rather have Chris Middleton overall, but in theory, Kuzma is a better defensive fit with this roster, although he's been in Washington for a couple years, so defense might be optional in his head at this moment. And even though it seems like Giannis is excited to have Kuzma, it seems like there was a vote of confidence from him for them to go out and make this move. I personally would be nervous if I was a Bucks fan about Kuzma's commitment to championship basketball, despite the fact that obviously he won a title with the Lakers in 2020. The last couple years in Washington have not done him any favors on the defensive end of the floor, so that would make me nervous. But in theory, that's the mindset.
If y'all feel like he can bounce back and he'll care more,
the most
I
important
guess I'm
part
here
of this
for
deal
it.
for Milwaukee is that it gives them
I'm not
financial
sure.
flexibility. They save about $8 million in the deal, and it gets them under the second apron, which means that they can now aggregate some salaries together. They can trade Pat Connaughton and Bobby Portis in the same deal. They can trade Brook Lopez and someone else. They can put salaries together. They're so much more flexible over the next 28 to 30 hours, depending on when you're watching this, as the trade deadline approaches. So this deal kind of can't be graded on its own, because you also have to account for what it could potentially allow for Milwaukee to do over the next day and a half. It's something we've speculated on in previous videos, where maybe Chris Middleton, maybe Pat Connaughton, there were going to be some other guys that could potentially be moved here from Milwaukee so that they could get under the second apron, and that has now happened. As I mentioned, I think Bobby Portis is a guy to keep an eye on as someone potentially on the move, because Kuzma gives them more options at the 4 now, alongside Giannis at the 5 or Lopez out there. They just have more options in the front court, which potentially makes someone like Bobby Portis redundant and expendable, and someone they could possibly trade out in a move later on. The bottom line for Milwaukee is they get younger, they get more.
So what's Milwaukee best 5? So what's Milwaukee best 5? You have Dame. Who's at the 2? Dame. Who the hell is at the 2? Because I know they'll have Dame, Giannis, Lopez, Kuzma, and who's they best 5, Chris? Who they best 5?
More flexible salary-wise, and Kuzma's under contract for under $20 million for the next couple of years, so that is a cost-controlled asset. They don't have to worry about trying to re-sign Chris Middleton. They don't have to worry about bringing in someone on the same contract level as him. They know they have Kuzma, and they know that he's on, relatively speaking, a good
Let me read
deal
some of these
moving forward.
comments.
And
Because I guess, but let me read some of these comments. Kuzma has been relieved of his duties as a tank commander. Getting sent to the Wizards is like being sacrificed. That's hilarious. And yeah, they better keep Bobby Portis. The culture would never forget 21 Middleton. Sending someone to the Wizards is worse than hell. R.I.P. Cash Middleton. He's been cast onto the NBA shadow realm. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. I don't know. We'll have to see, bro. But they got Giannis, so they got Giannis, bro. All you need is Giannis at the end of the day. I'm trying to find some more. What do we got here? I'm gonna try to see. Books. NBA. Oh my god.
I think when I heard the news, I was super ecstatic to be here. I wanted to be here. Just because I knew this was a place where potentially compete for a championship and play just high-level winning basketball again. And that was like the most important thing. So I told my mom that I'm be living out my Midwest dream, being from Michigan, living close to the lake. So it should be fun.
He didn't seem too happy, bro. He didn't seem too happy. They said grading the Cal Kuzma trade. Get to the Cal Kuzma trade, bro. Of course, they give the Raptors. I don't get what the Raptors was supposed to get. DeAndre Hunter to Cleveland. Yeah, I'm looking for Marcus Smart to Washington. I'm looking for the Kuzma. There we go. There we go. So Bucks got a B. Where's the goddamn Kuzma trade? They didn't even put it on here, did they? I don't see it. So y'all didn't highlight the Kuzma trade? Damn, they disrespectful. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess. Let's look at these power rankings. What are our 13? Let's see where they got the power rankings. Washington. They got Washington in the power rankings at 30. They got Utah at 29. They got Charlotte at 28. Man, LaMelo's just destined to be in purgatory. Pelicans at 27. Nets at 26. Raptors at 25. Bulls at 24. Raptors are better than the Bulls, bro. Atlanta at 23. Philly at 22. Portland at 21. Detroit at 20. Magic at 19. I'm so disappointed in the Magic. Phoenix at 18. Magic better than Phoenix. Miami at 17. San Antonio at 16. Sacramento at 15. Sacramento way too high. Mavericks at 14. No, this list is not valid. The Warriors is not the 13th best team in the league. Bro, y'all better stop this shit, bro. Now I'm done with this list. This list is garbage. Clippers at 12. This list is garbage. Pacers at 11. Bucks at 10. Minnesota at 9. Lakers 8. Nuggets 7. Rockets 6. Rockets ain't better than the Nuggets, Lakers, or Timberwolves. Celtics at 5. New York at 4. Memphis not the third best team. Oh my God. Cleveland at 2. Oklahoma City at 1. Memphis, if anybody think Memphis is better than New York or Boston, it's crazy. But I guess. What else is going on here? Let me see if anybody else. I did see this. This is crazy.
Mars mentioned that in 15 years, a young punk is gonna.
Bro, so on Players' Choice, they said Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is substantially better than Allen Iverson.
Mars mentioned that in 15 years, a young punk is gonna come around and say that this person's playing better than Shai. Well, we're gonna fast forward to about 23, 24 years ago. And Teddy Hart sent through a super chat. He said, nostalgia aside, what is the gap between SGA and 01 Allen Iverson?
Substantial.
In favor of who?
SGA. It's not close.
SGA is substantially better
It's not
than Allen
close.
Iverson.
substantially.
What? Oh my God! AI? You could say AI? What?
The answer. He gonna say that about the answer.
SGA is substantially
Man,
better.
I think it's disrespectful to say Shea is substantially better than Iverson, bro. If Iverson had this amount of spacing, and if he had that type of team, his team was garbage, bro.
I hope Allen Iverson would agree, but
I don't think Allen Iverson would agree.
I would hope.
Of course he
but
wouldn't.
maybe he wouldn't. I
because
don't know.
it's Allen.
But SJ is substantially better.
Man, I think that's crazy. But
Well, you
whatever.
realize if I told you SJ having a better scoring season than AI did in 2001, how would you feel about that?
You asking me? How would I feel about it?
Jordan.
I mean, he is. I mean, statistically, he is 100%. I mean, but
And I'm not talking about just
also
points per
think
game either. I'm just talking about relative to the rest of the league, volume, efficiency, all that stuff.
Now remember
as
what
far
we're
as-
talking about, Jordan. Now, Jordan, remember what we're talking about. We're talking about 2001 Allen Iverson. We ain't talking about Allen
Right.
Iverson over the course of his career. We're talking about just that season.
No.
Comparative to what's going on right now with Allen Iverson. And
Yeah, I'm
That's what we're
saying
talking about.
SGA was more efficient for sure, but I also feel like the league was just totally different as far as like spacing and stuff like that as well. So
I agree.
I mean,
He is dealing with different spacing from his mid range. Yeah, 100%.
yeah. So I'm just like I would have. That's fine if you want to take and you want to take it there, but if we come like obviously it's something that's hypothetical, we can't put AI in this era to like advance it to say, you know what, AI would average 38 in this area if he had this spacing. But you kind of got to use your imagination. I don't know if it's a stretch to say he wouldn't average AI. I mean, I don't know if it wouldn't average 35, 38.
Like a modern trained AI and modern spacing is definitely possible. Like it's possible.
Yeah,
It's not that it's
I
possible.
mean, yeah, you put him in
AI
a
gives you
situation.
AI got to a
he's still
finals,
given that
bro.
freedom, yeah, maybe, possibly. SJ would still be better than that player, but sure.
I don't know if he'd be better if AI get that same thing. Because because to be honest with you, Philly had a team similar on the defensive end, kind of like the Thunder. Kinda. I'm not gonna say like Thunder. I'm saying kind of like the Thunder. But they weren't nearly the offensive players that Shea has with them. So for people to respect, somebody said,
I don't know.
AI didn't make it.
Aaron McKee, J-Dub? Who knows?
Trash.
Damn, Aaron McKee to J-Dub, that's a difference,
for a
though.
second, man. Come on, man. I was around when that was going on. Them two dudes
But
ain't
look,
the same.
look, somebody said AI don't make his teammates better. What player in the NBA made all of those guys better? That's what I want to know. Any of those guys?
AI functionally did make his team better
made
because
his
he-
teammate. I think
yeah, he
AI
had the
made
job.
He did. They got to the finals.
Man,
Yeah.
AI supporting cast offensively was terrible,
better
bro.
What player? Yo, I'm saying what player on the 76ers team went to another team where somebody else made them better? I just want to know. How did they perform on another team? That's what I want to know, pretty much.
Mutombo was with Jason Kidd the next year, and he was in the championship.
He was in championship with Allen Iverson.
How much was Dikembe playing by that point?
I hate to step in and interrupt this intense yap session
Oh,
that you're currently
man.
watching, but I just have to inform you on
Oh,
all the
man,
amazing,
you hitting me with
spectacular,
this?
Fabulous, endless ways.
Did he start that year
I
too?
think
Yeah.
AI
Where's
made
Keith Van
his
Horn?
teammates lives a lot easier.
I think Keith Van Horn was in Dallas at that point. I don't
Now
think
on,
he was in Jersey
on
anymore.
defense, they had to make up for him a lot. But
Of course.
on offense, I think he made their lives a lot easier. Like
a lot.
I think Allen Iverson is a better playmaker than Shea was. In terms of
I
creating,
think he's an underrated playmaker too. I think he's an underrated.
very
playmaker.
underrated. Very,
I think people just look at his shot selection because that's what he had to do for that team. But he's a very underrated player.
Some of those
I
shows
remember
are
him passing.
bad,
I
but
remember him.
That's what he wanted to do.
Make them shots, Mark.
I think that's where the
No,
separation
which is
is going
fine.
to come.
I
That right
think
there is where the
the
separation
trade-off
is
with
gonna
AI
come.
was
seen him
worth it.
behind the
Like,
back
I'm
man all the
not
time.
arguing against that. Like, I think AI had quite.
Everybody
bad shot
had
selection,
bad
but
shot
the
selection
value
back
he
then,
provided
though.
with that shot selection still outweighed how bad the shot selection was. So I'm not holding that against him per se. And I think AI is the better playmaker. I think he is the better passer. But I still do think SJ is still the substantially better player. I mean, he's a better jump shooter.
SGA just clearing Allen Iverson. I don't
He's
know,
a better
bro.
scorer. Like very, very clearly.
Better at the rim.
Relative
Better at the rim to Allen Iverson?
relative to that era, I don't know if he actually was
No,
better.
bro. No, better at the rim than Allen Iverson. Chill.
I don't
Do you think
know.
Allen
I mean,
Iverson
I
has
think
more rim pressure than other
Shay's numbers at
Bro,
the
this
rim, man,
nigga
like,
Chill just be going back for the young niggas, bro. Allen Iverson was a monster getting to the rim, bro.
more efficient in terms of raw efficiency.
Man,
way more
We
space.
talking about the 6-foot giant.
I feel like Allen Iverson's being disrespected right now.
Relative
Yeah.
to the league, I think
I
Allen Iverson
think-
might.
Why is
actually
it
be the
disrespectful to
better.
think that Shea has more
Why is
pressure
it
at the basket
disrespectful?
than
I can
Allen Iverson?
recognize how good Allen
Yeah,
Iverson
Shea
was
drives
at the
more. Shea
rim.
drives
I can respect Allen Iverson being great at the rim, but Allen Iverson getting downhill and finishing at the rim, relative to Swiper's point, relative to volume and percentages.
Chill, don't do this.
SGA gets to the rim,
Chill.
and he doesn't even play above the rim.
Why would he keep
And
going
he-
over there? They
well,
slammed your
and he doesn't
FGA
even
is
play above the
functionally
rim.
benefiting from a different kind of offensive play style from your
A different
big.
style
and
of
from-
So if we're doing that,
So,
a different style of basketball. You can't slam
so
Shea.
why are we comparing these guys then? If that's the case, why?
No,
No,
it was a super chat.
Natural basketball skill. See, when I compare dudes from different eras, you gotta just talk about their natural basketball skill. Because once you get to talking about this is how they played in this era, this is how they played in that era. SGA is bigger than Allen Iverson, so he gets a check there. I think he's a better shot selection. SGA is probably better than Allen Iverson, but Allen Iverson quickness, his heart, his steal and ability. I don't know. If I had to choose between SGA and Allen Iverson, I'd probably pick SGA just over. Like, they do the same things, but SGA is bigger, so he could be better defensively. I'll take SGA.
Bunch of bigs in the lane.
You cannot slam Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, so he can go whenever he feel like it. Allen Iverson was going and getting
We don't know that. We don't
Yes,
know that.
we do know you can't slam him.
Okay, wait. First and foremost, we don't know that if you slam SGA to the floor, that he can't play through that kind of contact. We don't know that.
Okay.
Because he hasn't played. He hasn't had to play through that. But if he had to,
Shea's shooting about 77% from 0 to 3 feet, which is amazing. The league average nowadays is 69%. So he's about 8% above the league average. Allen Iverson in 2001 shot 68.5% at the rim, 0 to 3 feet, in a league where the league average was 61.9. So he's about +7. Then you factor in just like the size,
the physicality. Yes,
and the physicality and all of those things. And then you factor in that the year prior, I know we're not using 2000.
This nigga in the top right is not paying no
2000,
attention.
Allen Iverson was finishing at 71% at the rim.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't think it's that far off in terms of the ability to finish at the rim. Especially when you're factoring in like the difference in errors and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
we can all agree that AI faster than SGA too, right?
Yeah, AI faster.
And I know that doesn't necessarily just mean you go get to the rim, but we know AI
more
gets to that
athletic,
rim.
and more athletic, and more athletic.
I'm just saying, in this era, AI is in that paint and he's eating
and finishing. Kyrie Irving finishes.
His ball.
I don't know if he'd be more efficient at the rim in today's era than SGA is, but.
I don't know, Mars. I think he would, just because of the fact that he wouldn't be like, you had bigs back then saying, all right, you make this layup.
Tough to like get to that level of. Like,
It's real life close, but I'll take the size of it.
Kyrie doesn't touch 77%.
No, he don't. But he also not going like the ways that Shea and
yeah, he's not getting downhill at this point either.
Yeah, but I'm saying we seen bigs talk about how they like, all right, a little guard like that can't keep coming in and they gonna slam you. And somebody talking about they ain't slam him every time, damn near, bro. Like that's why the mid-range shot was so relevant in that era, because you would get your ass slammed trying to go do all that crazy layup. No free layup.
Which is harder to get there because
of the spacing.
You got more people in the gaps. Like it's just harder.
Absolutely.
I can definitely understand that. But like, I just think the finishing isn't far off. I can understand.
I don't think it's far off. No, I don't think it's far off.
I can understand picking even one.
Bro, Shea this year or MVP Harden. Shea clears Harden, bro.
Don't think it's
I'm not saying it's far off. I'm just saying I'm picking Allen Iverson because of the free. Not one person's gonna be able to stay in front of him. You surround Allen Iverson with shooters, and you try it. He's gonna have a field day on you. Plus, you surround him with a big as fast as he can get in that lane. And Allen Iverson had a hell of a jump stop, bro. Like as fast as he is to get in that lane and stop. Playmaking, that's why his playmaking was so good, because he was able to stop and pop, stop and lay the ball up, stop and pass. He was able to do so much things off that stop. I don't know, Chill. I just think you underestimating how good Allen Iverson would.
No, I'm not. I'm not underestimating Allen. How good Allen Iverson
is. It's real close between SGA and Allen Iverson. Chill trying to make it seem like SGA just clears. It's close.
Because Allen Iverson could dunk on. I seen him dunk on Marcus Camby. I know how good Allen Iverson is at the rim.
Yeah, he wouldn't do that all the time.
I'm not saying that Allen Iverson wasn't great at the rim. I just think SGA, how shifty he was. SGA, his ability to get by people and get people on his hip. He can play with physicality.
Shifty. He got a crossover.
Oh my God, this shit is making me nuts. I can't handle this shit.
Yeah, let you finish, man. Damn.
Oh my God. I'm sorry,
I'm
Ron.
just-
As you were saying, Ron. Go ahead.
Damn.
No,
go ahead, chill. Go ahead.
No, you
Go
ruined
ahead.
it, Jordan. You ruined it. You ruined
No,
it.
go ahead. I'm just saying.
Because
You wanted to say AI was shifty.
No, because he said as shifty as SGA is.
Recency bias. What's recency bias,
As
Slim?
shifty as SGA is. We talking about as shifty as.
Oh, them putting just automatically putting SGA over Iverson. Yeah, that's crazy. I think it's close though. It's close. They damn near had the same amount of impact. But like I said, SGA is bigger, so he can play better defense and give you the same production offensively. So that's why I would take SGA, but it's close.
So we got a shifty guy. So we got a shifty guy in Allen Iverson. Is that correct? And we got that left to right crossover, which I thought should be illegal because that shit is dangerous. You could hurt somebody with that. But with that being said, right? With that being said, SGA bigger. I'm not saying nicer with the peel, but awesome with the peel. Able to get the spots, able to get to the rim. Finish with both hands, both the weak hand and the strong hand at 6'5", 6'6", be able to finish in traffic as good as he was with both hands and be able to play in the mid-range like he was, which was setting up getting to the rim.
Iverson doing
your
the same
point, when
thing.
you're talking about that era where you had to play in the mid-range because the lane was clogged, SGA would be fantastic because he would stick that mid-range all night long. And then now you got to come out and you have to deal with him. And now he's going in there amongst the trees, which he's shown that he can finish amongst trees. So I'm not saying that there's a huge gap between him and Allen Iverson. I'm not saying that. But I'm thinking about a guy in SGA who can finish around the rim, bigger at 6'6", 6'5", 6'6", with both hands and shifty as he was. I have to think. I have to say that SGA I think is better.
I mean, I agree, but people just I feel you, Slim. It'd be the recency bias for me, bro. Because to just make it seem like SGA just clears, I don't know. The speed of Allen Iverson, the quickness, I think he'd be like a De'Aaron Fox. He'd just be living in the paint or living in the mid range because he was a good mid range shooter. Let's see. I think I seen some stuff on Club 520 that had me like, man. Want to play 56 can't carry. I just seen some of JT crazy. I think I seen. What did I see? Nah, De'Aaron Fox look good. De'Aaron Fox look good.
They beat D Fox, man. They took care of your Hawks yesterday, 126 to 125. De'Aaron Fox first game, 24, 13 and 5.
Trey was killing.
Wemby 24 and 12. Trey Young had 32 and 12. And Big O had 30 and 12.
Told y'all, we good with Big O.
How y'all feel about the you know what I'm saying, the first link up of D Fox and Wemby?
Say, bro, I promise, because people kill me when I say this, and Slim, let me know how you feel. I think De'Aaron Fox is immediately the number one option offensively in San Antonio, bro. Victor Wembanyama the best player, but I feel like Fox is the best scorer over there, and I think they should make a playoff push.
It look good, bro. It look good. You gotta keep going, though.
Gonna take some time.
Okay.
Yeah, keep going. They look real good, though. I like how Trey was killing yesterday, though.
Trey on the mission. He like, y'all gonna play with my name?
But I fucked with that, though. They almost won that game, bro.
Mm-hmm. It was a good game yesterday, for sure.
Yeah, they almost won that game, but shout out to the Spurs for that's a good start.
D Fox look comfortable, though. Yeah. He ain't look like, I mean, he good. I mean, he good enough to be who he gonna be, but he look comfortable.
Fox is better at
offense.
offense.
Fox first time in his life that he played with somebody else that's better than him on the team. Because you look at every other situation, he was the best player on the team. Now he playing with Wemby. Now he gets some opportunities. You can't just leave Wemby one-on-one. I mean, Big O held his thing out yesterday, pause, but that's gonna be dangerous, bro. De'Aaron Fox with space, it's gonna get ugly, bro.
It's rare that you see De'Aaron Fox with 13 assists.
Come on, bro.
And I ain't saying it like he can't, but
that ain't his job.
That's a good sign.
Hell yeah.
And I like how, you know what I'm saying, we did the interview, he was just like, I was ecstatic when I got to say, like, oh, I get to play with Stephon Castle. Like,
he had a crazy boom yesterday.
Oh yeah, no, that's Stephon Castle.
It
was crazy.
I'll tap in, but not like y'all, bro. That was I fucked with that game yesterday.
But Trey Young, He's so good
Bro.
at basketball. He
Swear to
make it
God,
look.
bro.
Say, man, Trey Young being snubbed for Darius Garland is still crazy to me, bro. I get Atlanta has fell off. That's because of injuries to Jalen Johnson and stuff. But y'all can't tell me Darius Garland deserve All-Star over Trey, bro. Y'all gotta stop.
Bro, he played like he played in high school, like you said. Play like he played in college.
I think it's gonna accelerate Wemby's
the question
development
that we
because
had
he's
for
not
each other
ready.
when you
Wemby
wanna
just
stay
slide
in
into that
Atlanta.
second
Like,
option
seem like
role
people get
offensively
moved.
and slowly become the
Seeing
number
all these
one.
upgrades
And then
teams
De'Aaron
are
Fox will
making,
go to the number 2.
I think that might affect Trey.
My
Young.
problem was they were trying to force Wemby to be a number 1 option when he wasn't ready for that shit.
Big going forward.
I definitely agree because, I mean, no disrespect, but you see lesser players in bigger markets get more love. And it's just like you put Trey Young in some of these places where they on TV more or get more respect in that regard, bro, he would be a perennial all-star, man.
But you just see all these upgrades. Like all the career point guards are playing with other premier players. Like the Wemby, Fox just got Wemby.
Yeah.
And San
Then you go
Antonio.
look at Jalen Brunson, he got Cat or whoever it is. And you look at, I don't even know, name another guard.
Trey pound for pound, one of the best
just
point
got
guards in the
Jimmy.
league.
Kyrie just got AD.
Kyrie got AD. All these other premier point guards are getting these
Yeah.
guys. And I think the Hawks didn't make a big enough move. Make him happy. Like I think Trey gonna be who he is. He gonna hoop. He got something to prove. He just tired of getting slighted all the time. But we could have went after and got Brandon Ingram.
Yeah.
I
Just
said
a bigger
that.
name.
I said the Hawks should have got Ingram, bro. Ingram, I think that's perfect for they
And somebody that he
development.
can lean on. And it didn't need to be a guard. Like we got DeJounte Murray and him and Trey play the same position.
Crazy
bad trade. But we could have went after somebody. A Zach LaVine. Something. Give my nigga something to be like, all right, I can work with it.
Trey, fuck it, bro. Go to LA Lakers, bro. Go to the Lakers, bro. Go rock
Damn.
out with
That's
Luka,
dead
bro.
now.
Crazy.
That's dead now. But before Luka got there. Now
Trey go play with Minnesota,
He on
bro.
his way out,
But I don't even
Go
know
play
where
with
he
Ant.
could go. I don't even know where he could go now at this point. Everybody is kind of
Yeah,
solidified. Dame got Giannis.
If the Sixers weren't so raggedy, he could go there.
Tyrese got
What?
got that on lock. Tyrese and Embiid.
Trey go to Minnesota, go play with Ant.
Hell no.
I can't afford that backcourt.
Every premier point in that little ass backcourt. No, every premier point guard.
What would be the best fit for Trey Young right now? I think it's Minnesota with Ant.
Got another running mate besides Trey Young.
Damn. Even LaMelo got 2 wings that he excited about. He got Brandon Miller. Now he got Dog Connect.
I mean, bro, yeah. Brandon Miller.
Yeah, he got Brandon Miller and Miles,
but nobody else. Trey don't have a running mate. Like D Hunt cold.
It ain't but it's nowhere for nobody like.
Does K have a running mate?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't think K got a running mate either.
No,
but I
bro.
mean, he's still younger. They're still building.
K
but-
Cunningham.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they young. I mean,
they young. They a different situation.
They
for
was
sure.
just happy to be here. And Jalen Duren and all these young,
See, Cade the type of player though. He really don't need a running mate. He just need a whole bunch of guys to do their job. He probably need an elite big man.
Veteran though, so I see.
Yeah, he been around for a while.
Yeah,
and to see like a guy like De'Aaron Fox, who y'all at the same level almost, to get his running mate, you like fuck, man.
Trey Young was supposed to be a Spur.
I'm saying, look how long he been in Atlanta. It was about 7 years, 8 years.
Yeah,
it's like he ain't never really.
Yeah,
had
he been to a conference finals.
There's no other
He been
real
to a
wing that
conference
he
finals.
really can go play with right now, though.
But I agree. I don't think there's a team he could seamlessly go to.
Yeah,
But in your
really.
point as well, at some point y'all should have tried to get somebody for me. DeJounte Murray was not the look y'all needed in this situation. Like y'all
Yeah,
did this
DeJounte
for 7
Murray
years
is
for
not
sure.
nothing like that, bro.
For sure.
You can go play with Zion Williamson if you want to.
I ain't mad.
You sent Trey to New Orleans?
No,
Oh, since
Zion to Atlanta, just make a splash.
Oh, you niggas thought it was gonna be bad in Dallas? You probably put Freaky Z in Atlanta?
Yeah, leave Double M in New Orleans, bro.
I'm just saying, make
Hey,
a
I ain't mad at
splash.
that though.
Hey,
Trey Young and Zion would be crazy.
What's this right here?
Oh yeah, shout out to the super chat. Kumar 01234. Nigga sound like a bot. Clippers trading away a future MVP is rough. Is there a player that my Hawks could trade for? What pieces will we lose?
Zion
Can't
Williamson,
afford losing
bro.
more draft picks after DeJounte Murray.
I just told y'all, bro. Z-Dub.
Z-Dub.
Zion Williams is probably the only person. we
Man,
could
he
trade
wouldn't
for
be
to make a
Zion
splash
in
for him
Atlanta
and
wouldn't be
Trae
enough,
Young
bro.
can Link up.
I don't
That's
like
probably
that
it.
defensively.
I don't see
Damn,
no other
man.
available players that we could get.
Well,
For real.
keep Jalen Johnson. I don't
that
know.
has
In
superstar
Dyson
potential.
Daniels.
I agree.
Everybody else.
Trey Young and Zion. That's a game to go to.
Oh God, it's really
Trae Young and
Hey, man, listen, man,
Zion.
shout out to the Spurs, man. They got
Y'all-
that young
y'all
duo
like it?
going
Trae
for
Young
us.
and
Man,
Zion, I don't
podcast,
know.
so they got a hell of a nice three there that's gonna build for sure. Shout out to the Cavs, man. Get a dub yesterday over the Pistons, 118 and 115. There's
GG.
Garland with the game winner
from half.
That was
Bro, Darius Garland is so overrated, bro. I don't think Trey in a bad spot, Slim. I just think, you know, they got caught retooling. They got some young pieces. Jalen Johnson just going down for the year hurt him. And they just got rid of Hunter and Bogdanovich. So I think it's finna be Trey team. It's finna be Risa Shea, Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels, and that's your core four, and they gotta put other guys around them. It would have been perfect if they would have brought in Brandon Ingram, bro.
That was crazy.
He stepped on the logo. I fuck with that.
That was crazy.
He a killer.
Yeah, this is hard, bro.
He a killer.
Especially stinking it up the other day. Bring it back. Hey, excuse me.
Hey.
Get these niggas out of here. And the pose afterward was fine.
Darius Garland so mid.
Was being lazy on defense.
That's tough, man. What a way to win the game for sure, man. He was hooping yesterday, man. 25-5. Evan Mobley looked like an all-star yesterday, 39-7. But K did all he could, man. 38-9-7 to win the game.
No,
You
he
talk about
played-
running
he
mates. He
played-
need
he
one,
played
man.
well.
Pistons got to get him a running mate next year, man. I know they got some young talent. I know Jalen Ivey out, but
Nobody's going there, bro.
I mean, they got draft, bro. We ain't saying niggas is pulling up to Detroit, but you got to figure it
I
out.
wouldn't be mad if B.I. pulled up to Detroit.
Too
He
late.
fit. He fit the
That would be a
narrative.
good look for that team for sure.
Yeah, if they can get B.I.
I'd rather him in
Okay,
Detroit
than Atlanta.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Ingram
would
went
he
to
rather live in
Toronto,
Atlanta or
though.
Detroit is a better question.
We know he
Ingram is the fit I wanted to see.
He humble.
Oh, you talking about in
Nobody
Atlanta,
wanna kick it.
Slim?
In Detroit.
For sure.
For sure, man. Shout out to Evan Mobley hooping out yesterday, man. Want to ask y'all some questions, man. Coach of Year candidates: Kenny Atkinson, JB, Chauncey, MA, Jamal Mosey, Taylor Jenkins. Pick two of those players. Excuse me.
Coach of the Year. They got Chauncey Billups. I think Coach of the Year is between Udoka and Bickerstaff and Atkinson.
Coaches.
I'll pick Ime.
Okay. I like that. Who you got, T?
Same
I mean, shit, my fault be here. Those two?
Same for me.
Who y'all Coach of the Year?
I ain't mad at it. I'm gonna show some love for JB, bro. We talked about the bullshit rules he had going on, but he's helped turn this Pistons organization around so far, man. Jamal Mosey too, man. I know that it couldn't last forever, but damn, you got the most out of that team, bro. Losing your best two players for a long time, but
yeah.
Kenny Atkinson putting together this type of resume this year, bro, is definitely respectable for sure.
I don't know. Coach of the Year, I got Ime in Houston, bro. Them dudes was not supposed to be this damn good. They third in the West, man. They third in the West, dog. What else going on over here, man? I'll try to see, bro. Some. I did want to see. Not Gil's Arena. What the hell I'm looking for? Oh, off guard. Austin Rivers. I know Austin Rivers be speaking. Ime or Atkinson. I think Ime, bro, because you know we seen Cleveland been on the fringe for a minute, bro. Cleveland been on the fringe for a minute. Cooper Flag. How would Cooper Flag's arrival impact the NBA?
Welcome back to Off Guard. I'm your host, Austin Rivers, along with
Let's see
my
what you got to say
co-host,
about
Austin
Cooper
D.
Flag.
As always, we are back.
Real quick. Y'all think Cooper Flag? Where do y'all think he ranks amongst NBA prospects? He's right there like with Zion, K, Wemby, Paolo. Where does he rank in terms of prospects? Cooper Flag.
I know who's ever running DC at this point has to be rubbing their hands right now. You're watching Cooper Flag go for 42. The question is, will DC get it? It doesn't guarantee you a spot just because you have the worst record.
Look at the year the Pistons had last year. They weren't even close to the top pick.
Slim, you rocking with Cooper Flag?
That'd be interesting.
Cooper with LaMelo but Cooper and Brandon Miller alone
Cooper, Brandon, and Mel.
Brandon Miller is like a Tatum Brown situation on the wing that it's like
you get Coop, you get Brandon, you get LaMelo. 1, 2, and 3, you are very strong.
This is why Cooper Flag's an interesting prospect. We talked about how he might not be a star MVP candidate. Maybe he's a different kind of player.
But
one thing about him,
brothers.
Ooh, y'all like Cooper Flag and Charlotte? What's Cooper Flag and Charlotte looking like? I like it. Dawson Connect coming off the bench, but then they still gonna need a big now. You trade all your bigs.
Silly stuff.
Looking at the teams that could get the #1 pick, he fits any of them. Like that's his style of play.
Yeah.
There's nowhere he doesn't fit.
No, you could throw him like on the Warriors and people would be ecstatic.
Anywhere he fits.
The Bucks would take him right now.
Yeah.
He does fit in. He has a very, very neutral game. He has a prolific offensive game. And we say he might not be this like 30-point MVP guy because that's kind of what he showed. But now
he got a lot of run with the Olympic team, so there's talent.
It's 20 every single night, bro.
Where's his best fit, Slim?
26, 42.
Yeah, he been scoring.
He's dominating.
Facts.
That dunk he had the other day.
Austin Rivers, yeah.
So you see, like that's superior athleticism. I mean, bro took off and then caught a body midair off one foot and like just took him on a ride. Punched on him.
What about Cooper Flag in Portland or Utah?
Last night or the day before, whenever he scored 42.
No, Washington.
Guy
no.
drove baseline, kind of found him, cutting down the middle, but he was
I like Cooper in Charlotte. I like Cooper
up 2 feet and just like cocked it back.
In Utah. Portland got enough wings. I ain't gonna lie.
6'9".
Portland just needs to let this stuff simmer.
Has a motor,
they've been doing good lately.
And is now starting to get that midi. I mean, he's out there. He's starting to show some stuff, bro. I mean, so he has a mid-range game.
So your projection of him has actually changed since, let's say, in the last month.
It's exceeded. It's starting to change, for sure. I mean, it already has changed.
If you're winning, you're putting up high numbers.
I told y'all, who does Cooper Flag remind y'all of? I told y'all he remind me of Kawhi Leonard. Not in terms of just what I think Cooper Flag has Kawhi Leonard level of impact on the NBA. Two-way superstar. I think he can get you from 20 to 24 points, but then be the best defensive player on the floor. That's why I see in Cooper Flag.
And you have like the highlights with it, right? You're doing all of it.
He's got everything.
What more do we want? And
they're going to fire him as coach, and it's going to be unjustly.
Yeah.
So we know this guy.
You talking about Billups?
If this guy had a whole nother year and then was doing this, I mean, just think he would do next year. He'd be even better. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like.
And Cooper is 17.
This is insane. Not to mention that, listen, we never doubted him as a player. We always knew he'd be a star. It's just what type of star was he going to be? Was he going to be like that star that's really good at everything? Or is he going to be that type of star where he's like a great scorer?
Michael Porter Jr.
Like, the guys, you know what I mean?
Gordon Hayward.
Karolinko was an all-star too a couple times.
Gordon Hayward,
I knew he was going to
3.0.
be better than that, even though Karolinko was a hell of a player. Cooper's a little bit more offensive talented than that. That was just my thinking
agree.
then.
He better
now
than
I know, like,
Karolinko.
oh, this guy actually has like the ability to go to the NBA and like average 20.
What's that thing you talked about with Wemby not having a little bit of KG in him? Cooper, it seems like to be.
That's exactly
super.
He has all of that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I always
Slim. I agree. I think him and
time.
I think Flag and Charlotte go
Same stuff I was just
crazy,
talking about
bro.
Franz. Getting that 1-2 dribble.
MPJ ain't no bum. Nah, I'm not saying MPJ a bum, but Cooper Flag a different level of athlete. He a different level of defensive player.
Like an old Western.
Michael Porter Jr. ain't doing the defensive
That's the
stuff
type
Cooper
of stuff that's
Flag
really hard to
doing, bro.
guard, especially when
And
you
Cooper
have that
Flag
size
ain't the
and know you
shooter
can finish at the
MPJ
basket.
is. I know MPJ done had 30
elite shot
three games in a row.
Cooper gonna eat. He gonna be living in that goddamn paint and getting fouled, and then now he's got the midi. Not to mention, like we just said, it's not gonna be a Jonathan Kuminga situation, bro. Wherever this guy goes, he will be getting 30+ minutes off the gate, and they will be rolling that ball out to him and saying, "Go do your thing." So he's gonna have the freedom, the time. We know the development's there. He's mad young. So, yeah, my mind has even changed more. I knew he was going to be the #1 pick. I knew he was going to be a good player. I doubted how skilled he was as an offensive player to have these crazy expectations of the kid. That he's
Austin Rivers didn't know about Cooper Flag's offensive bag. Cooper Flag is a good playmaker. He's a good mid-range shooter, good free throw shooter. I think he's a good catch and shoot 3-point shooter too. His own ball creation is going to get better with time. Like coming in offensively, he gonna be looking like Ingram in year 2. Like offensively, that's what his game gonna look like Brandon Ingram level by year 2.
come in and be like a 20-point per game scorer right off the rip, and just already be like what you see with Victor and some of these other guys. I was kind of easy on like, come on, man, like it's not put too much on him. I think he's gonna be really good, but it might take a couple years. That's changed.
Yeah,
that's changed.
And I think I'm trying to.
He's
I'm-
good now.
I
He's
think we
ready now.
both probably need to work on a little bit is we like to stamp somebody, and sometimes it's a little early. For example, the Cooper thing, and now he's playing a certain way where we're like, okay, maybe something different.
But we've seen it even from his high school clips. I watched. He
Sure.
played at Mount Vert, bro. We've
Yeah.
seen like a million of his games. So like you see, but he was I guess so dominant then that he was just living in the paint. We didn't see him
His
have to
teammates
have
was
this
too good
different
in
level of
Mount Vert.
game. I'm starting to watch these Duke games and like it's the way he catches it, the way he scans the floor, the way he's facing up and shooting his face. I didn't see that at Mount
Yeah.
Vert because he didn't need to do that. All he had to do was just drive and dunk on someone and go get a rebound. He was so much more gifted than anybody.
Right.
So like I knew he'd be good, but I know those aren't the things he can be able to do in the NBA because like everyone's a freak athlete. You just can't do that. So like was wondering where his
Cooper Flag
offensive
gonna be a
skill level
dog,
was
bro.
at.
Right, because like you said, for him to be a potential MVP candidate one day, look at the guys that are in the MVP running. They're always high 20s, 30s points per game.
Yeah.
And we didn't see maybe that for him. It'd be a
No,
different
He's not
outcome.
getting hot
We saw
top
the USA
20s.
stuff when he was hitting like hezzy threes over Anthony Davis. I was like, oh shit, hold on, wait.
For
I didn't know-
Cooper Flag, bro, I think success is this: 23 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 block, and about like 1 steal. I think he just go affect the game at every level, bro.
we had that. Was
Yeah.
that just that day and he got up for it, or was like,
Right.
is that real? Because remember I hadn't seen it, and then like the first 5, 6, 7 games at Duke, we weren't seeing that. He was good, still good by any freshman standards. Like, come on, but like that where I'm like, superstar. I didn't see that yet. But as we know, some things take
Yeah.
time. It took
Some
me
things
time.
take time.
My
And-
first 6, 7 games at Duke, it was shaky, and then I started getting the hang of things. I was like, all right, here we go. That's what he's settled in now, and it's clear it's his team. He's leading in he's leading them in steals, rebounds, blocks, points, and assists as a freshman, and they're good numbers too.
Yeah.
And not putting up
Nah, he's
42 in
preaching.
Cameron, the most ever, as a freshman is insane. Like,
How
this-
bad does basketball need him to go to March Madness and win the championship? Like,
It
how
would be
ba-
great for basketball for Duke to make a nice run. I don't care if you hate Duke or not. Get outside of yourself. I'm not even saying this.
But see, the ACC is garbage. Duke is good, but they not as good as they record make it seem. College basketball right now, ACC is terrible.
That championship
And I'm
game,
not even
right?
saying this as a Duke guy, bro. Like, I'm dead ass saying this for the sake of.
Oh no,
college
he can't
basketball
replace
right now.
Mark Williams.
It's
I
bad,
think they just
all
need
right?
an actual center.
We don't really
Cooper
have
Flag
big
can play the
stars in college
4
basketball right now. The
or
biggest
the
ones we
3.
had were like
3 or
last year were
4.
like Zach Edey, like guys who stayed.
He can't play the
multiple years.
5,
Those guys are all in the
so I
league
ain't gonna lie.
now. Right now, it's like we're hoping for talented freshmen to carry the load. It's like Dylan Harper and Cooper Flag right now are like the biggest names in college basketball.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there are college players out there cooking up at smaller universities that aren't getting their just due. So that's our bad. Yeah, right now it seems basketball as a whole is in a flux with this whole ratings thing. People are asking for more and more and more. That could be something special. I don't care if you like Duke or not. Cooper Flag and Duke going on a run in the NCAA tournament is very needed, especially with the way he's playing. The more he's on TV and the more he's showcasing that talent of his, the better off. He's already a unanimous #1 pick. That's done. Cooper
Yeah,
can quit
facts.
right now and just go ahead and call it and go home. He's going to be the #1 pick, but he's going to hoop and he's playing and he's doing his thing and obviously, build on the legacy.
He's
Let's
a
see what
winning player
happens.
too.
I could easily see a Carmelo Anthony situation here where this freshman like just leads his team and wills his team to an NCAA championship. There's not like this dominant NCAA program right now.
No, because I saw number
With,
one
like,
Tennessee lost by 30 to
Yeah, that's
Florida
what
the
I'm
other day.
saying,
Like
to Florida.
Yeah.
He got fucking smacked. So like that's the point. Like
I
there's
don't
not
know.
like some
Janai
powerhouse
Broom,
program with
he ain't
5
gonna be no
seniors, not
NBA
like a Villanova
superstar.
team,
Janai
right?
Broom is
It's
easily
gonna
the
be
best
tough,
player in
man. Like,
college to
that's
me.
not in the
for Auburn.
Bro, right now I'm telling you, I know this because I just started covering college basketball recently, and I'm just looking around the landscape, and I'm like, there's not really like this is really weird. It's like there's not like a lot of big names, and there's not a lot of programs right now with just like that's the team. There's like a lot of good programs, good teams balancing it up. But Cooper is by far the biggest star in basketball. I think he's going to win Naismith Player of the Year probably at this point. I mean, I don't know. There's one other player, I think from Villanova, the center is averaging like 25 a game. I think he's leading college basketball in scoring.
See, that's Janai Broom
There's a
from
couple guys out there
from
who are
Auburn.
probably want to give it.
But I think Cooper Flag definitely a top 3 player in college basketball. What I love about, let me look at the comments. What I love most about Coop is his motor. Kid is going to be special. I can't wait to watch his career unfold. Austin is great in this format. Feels so natural compared to national TV spots. He at his best when he gushes about a player because you see his personality and basketball knowledge on display. Cooper Flag is Paolo Banchero and Jalen Johnson mixed with a Westbrook type motor. He's going to be special. That's crazy. I'm seeing shades of Karolinko, Bird, Hayward, and Adam Morrison. I'm just saying. Honestly, Coop reminds me of Pippen, but there's a bit of KG in him. I mean, y'all let me know how y'all feel about Cooper Flag. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Yeah. Yeah. But say, man, please like, comment, subscribe. I'm finna hop off. Thanks to everybody that came and joined the live. Like, comment, subscribe, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna do this more often. But I'll see y'all on the other side, man.